Thank you very much, Alan James. Welcome to the Logansport Memorial Hospital Stadium and the Mike Anderson Auto Group pregame show. And so Dave Packard is not here. So, from the bullpen, and who was managing the Chicago White Sox in Tony La Russa's absence, our old friend Mark Thomas. Welcome.
Thank you, Joe. Good to be back. Yeah, I think Tony's been absent most of the season, hasn't he?
I think so. You're a big White Sox fan, and I know that at the time you kind of questioned what the heck was going on, and unfortunately you proved to be correct.
I hate that, but I was, yeah. It's in a while. Good to be back.
It's great, and boy, what a huge game we have here. The Kokomo Wildcats coming to town for the conference opener. Both teams coming in at 2-0, both with impressive victories to start the season. Kokomo beat Leo week 1, 33-13. Of course, every time I think of Leo, I think of the sectional game that we got to do outside in the elements. Fortunately, we didn't have any inclement weather, but that was a lot of fun.
It was. It turned out to be kind of neat, But we were passing the phone back and forth, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
Yeah, that was. But no, that was interesting.
It sure was. And then they walloped Plymouth last week, 49-0. And the stat of the night, Plymouth got rushing on 19 carries. They dominated the line of scrimmage, so I'm sure Coach Johnson's well aware of what faces his Berries, who come in also 2-0. A 44-0 win to open the season at Peru, and then played Saturday against Washington, 54-0. So good news and bad news. The Berries have won easily, but they haven't been challenged, so you wonder how much that prepared them for this good Kokomo team.
Yeah, Kokomo, they will always have some nice runners and good athletes, and it's going to be a little bit of a step up from the last 2 weeks, but hopefully Logan's ready.
Yep. Well, Dave Packard is unavailable. He's at an Alanis Morissette tribute concert this weekend, so he had backstage passes, VIP seating. We couldn't say no to that, so we're glad that you were able to step in on such short notice, and special thanks to Scott, who was able to remove the windows here.
Yes.
So we are out in the elements. It's a little on the warm and humid side, but a whole lot cooler.
This is nice. Like I said, this is like Harry and Jimmy Pearsall being in the booth up here, and just back in the day.
So the Berries, it has been a long time since they knocked off the Kokomo Wildcats. 2006, in fact, was the last time the Berries beat the Wildcats. 35-6 was the final in that one. Since then, they have lost 14 straight games. It's not 15 because Kokomo canceled in 2000 with the new battlefield late in the game when they had a huge lead. And he said, I think that we're going to pay for this someday, and what they paid for the last 14 games.
Yeah, well, you hope there's a new streak started going the other way tonight.
Yep, so this might be the Berries' best chance in a long time. And really, they've a couple games have been competitive. Last year, 28-14, they lost at Kokomo. Back in 2019, 34-20 was the final score. They lost that when they were tied late in the game. A big interception in the middle part of the fourth quarter kind of turned things around in that one. Prior to that, no contest, and hiking back to 2016, a game played at Lucas Oil Stadium, 63-7 was the final Logansport. And looking back at some other scores, 62-13, 49-7, 56-21, 41-14. So not only has Kokomo won, they've won lopsided. And I have a feeling Coach Johnson's mentioned that to his squad a little bit this week.
You think that's been a point of emphasis? I would think so. And that your defense, everybody that plays should have pride, but it seems like defense, they have pride. People score on them.
That's right.
I'm sure he's got them fired up.
And so this, as we mentioned, could be their best chance in a long time with 18 seniors. And a whole lot and it all starts on the offensive end with Isaac Mock in his second season as varsity quarterback, and he just looks a whole lot more comfortable here in his second season as the starter.
I was watching him throw it around in warm-ups. It's night and day from what I saw last year, Joe. I mean, he
are doing some experimentation tonight from what we have been told. We got with Principal Matt Jones and Athletic Director Brian Strong earlier in the week, said we'd like to use your audio for our huddle cast. We'll just plug into your mixing board. I'm like, well, okay. Well, you know about as much technology as I do, so we think we plugged it into the correct spot, but we'll find out. Brian said he's going to check it out, and if not, we'll make the necessary adjustments. But so not only do we have the AM and the FM signal, we'll have some huddle listeners as well, hopefully.
Sounds good, Joe.
All right. That will do it for this segment. Still plenty more to come here on the Mike Anderson Auto Group pregame show as we're counting down the moments for this big North Central Conference opener for both teams between Kokomo and Logansport. We'll step aside for break. There's more to come live from Logansport.
job, Chelsea. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and kindly remove your hats and sing as the band leads us in the national anthem.
Alongside Mark Thomas, Joe Stetz, back at Logansport Memorial Hospital Stadium, a stirring rendition of the Star Spangled Banner from the Logansport Pep Band as we are counting down the moments before the conference opener for both squads. The 2-0 Kokomo Wildcats, the 2-0 Logansport Berries, in a series dominated in recent years by the Wildcats of Kokomo. We talked about that in the previous segment. 14 straight wins dating back to 2006, the last time Logansport was victorious. The Berries have looked very good so far this season. Coach Johnson in the postgame interview last week, Mark told us that defense he thought was going to be the strength of his ball club. They haven't given up a point yet, so far so good for the defense.
Yeah, it sounds real good, Joe. Yeah, it's you say the same things about every game, but boy, you want to get off to a good start. You don't want to get down early, especially you don't want to get down 2 touchdowns because, let's face it, that style of offense is not made to come from behind. So you want to hang tough, and we'll take our chances if we're within a touchdown.
The Berries have won the toss both weeks so far. They have deferred and put their defense on the field first, and that strategy has worked. And Coach Johnson said he hopes that if he can continue to win the toss, he'll continue with that. And they're all everything. Middle linebacker Grayson Long, who really hasn't dominated so far in the early going. That's a lot of because that front three has been so dominant. The linebackers really haven't had a whole lot of action because the backs have pretty much tackled before they even get to the linebackers.
Wow. And that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
But, you would think with the quality of Kokomo backs, he'll be big tonight.
Oh, no question about it. One back, though, that we won't have to talk about, fortunately, if you're a Logansport fan, Ples Lawrence, the all-everything running back from a year ago, has graduated on to Indiana State, and I think that nobody is happier than Coach Johnson and his squad. Although, like you said in the previous segment, Kokomo always seems to have a good stable of running backs. Yeah, they do. But boy, he was something else, and it's one of those guys. You're great. We'll miss you. Go. Yes. Just go. Yes, exactly. So this is the second of 3 consecutive home games for the Bears. A little bit of an unusual schedule for Logan. So homecoming will actually be next week against Arsenal Tech, and might be the last time we see Arsenal Tech, who has announced they're leaving the conference at the end of this school year. Wow. Things are changing at every level, Joe. Yeah. I can't keep up with any of it. Oh, and you heard the latest that college football playoff is now going to 12 teams. They made that announcement today. Well, I still say, and I love college football, but it's all about the money. Put everybody in. Exactly. Everybody likes upsets. The more people they're in, the more upsets you're going to get. Absolutely. All right, still plenty more to come here on the Mike Anderson Auto Group pregame show. We'll step aside for a break. When we return, there's more to come live from Logansport. continue with the Mike Anderson Auto Group pregame show. Kokomo 2-0, Logansport 2-0. Now the captain's out at midfield for the toss. Luis Ortiz, Grayson Long, Tristan Kitchell, and Diego Posley. The four captains. It's the Berries in the all black tonight, and they're thrilled, probably happier than anybody with the overcast conditions that we have here tonight. Now the sun will be setting soon, obviously, but at least we don't have brutal sun to fight with until sundown.
Yeah, you always, the first few games, Indiana high school football, you worry about the cramping thing and stuff like that, and it's not really too bad tonight. A little bit of breeze out there too.
So the Berries will receive to open things up. So we will see Isaac Mock in that offense as we get ready to start this football game. That will do it for the Mike Anderson Auto Group pregame show. We will step aside one final time. When we return, we'll have the opening kickoff of this huge North Central Conference game between Logansport and Kokomo. There's more to come live from Logansport. Welcome back to LMH Stadium. Joe Stutz and Mark Thomas in for Dave Packard, who is out of town and unavailable tonight. So we are ready to get things underway. The Kokomo Wildcats to kick off. Jackson Seifert Barnes, 5'8" senior, to handle the kickoff duties for the Wildcats. Luis Ortiz, Chris J. Renee, and Shamari Giddings back deep to receive this punt. As the fans continue to roll in here to LMH Stadium, there's not too many empty seats here in front of us.
Crowd.
And a pretty good crowd across the way as Kokomo makes the short drive up US 35, and then beyond them, the good folks up on the hill across the way. So we are about ready to get things underway. Here is a high end-over-end and short kick. It's going to be fielded by Shamari Giddings at his 9-yard line. A return straight up the middle, and he's got some running room across the 25. He'll be brought down shy of the 30-yard line. Pretty good return for the Berries to start things off, and good starting field position for Logansport. They'll spot him at the 29-yard line. And right just before kickoff, Coach Russell took his headset off, came to the student section, said, "I need you guys loud all night long." And the crowd, the student section obliged, at least momentarily. So hopefully we'll have lots of noise from this Logansport section here tonight.
Sounds good.
Isaac Mock has the Berries in the huddle. As public address announcer Clay Scott doing his best to get this crowd fired up. They don't need a whole lot to get motivated tonight. So two backs behind Mock under center. Now a handoff to Shamari Giddings around the right side. Breaks one tackle across the 30. Not much yardage there. Give him about 3 yards perhaps.
Well, big hit at the end.
It sure was. I'll give him 3. Spot him at the 32-yard line.
And that was East, and that was who we heard about. A linebacker, I think they're pretty high on. So. Yep,
6 foot, 185-pound senior Jaquan East. We'll probably be calling his name a lot tonight. Makes that first tackle following a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7 for Logansport. They have it at their own 32-yard line. 11:20 to go. Opening quarter just underway. Chris J. Renee in motion to the left. Handoff to Ortiz up the middle, and he is hit down right at the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard. And there's that man again, Jaquan East.
And he was in the backfield in a hurry.
He sure was. Loss of 2 back to the 30-yard line. That will set up 3rd down and long for the Berries. 3rd down and 9. So based on the way Kokomo's handled the run game those first 2 plays, you'd expect the Berries to put it up in the air, but they're deep in their own territory and very early in this contest. But we'll see what Coach Johnson and his staff come up with here on 3rd and long. Amari Giddings is the position on the left tight end spot. Grayson Long on the right tight end position. Chris J. Renee in motion. Back to pass is Mock. He's got plenty of time. Can't find anyone open. Now protection breaks down, and he is under a big rush. And Jaquan East with another tackle. This one for loss back near the 15-yard line. And Throw, couldn't find anyone open.
They did, and I was looking at, and there was nobody open, and he tried to move around and slide side to side a little bit, but just too good a coverage.
Loss of 11 on that sack. Make it 4th down and 20 for the Berries. Ball spotted at their 19-yard line. Isaac Mock into punt. He's thinking about faking a rugby-style kick. He puts his foot into it. He'll kick it away from the Kokomo return man, and it'll take a Logansport bounce. And it's still rolling inside the 40, inside the 35.
Good kick.
Sure was. Down to the 31-yard line, a 50-yard punt, no return. So after Kokomo pinned the Berries deep in their own territory, they figured to get pretty good field position, but a 50-yard net punt. Kokomo still decent starting field position at their own 31-yard line, but not nearly as good as they were hoping for following that 3-and-out defensive stop.
Boy, your punter can be such a weapon there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you start out with decent position and took a big loss, and boy, you just flipped the field on them almost.
Yep. So the ball spotted at the 31-yard line. The Wildcats will just now break the huddles. They were over on the sideline meeting with their coach to get ready to start things off. Well, Coach Johnson said his defense was a strength of this ball club. We'll see what they can do. Scotty Barron, Chris DeValle, Diego Posley, the front three in front of that outstanding linebacker core, Kitchell, Ortiz, and Long. So the pitch to the running back. He'll break one tackle across the 35 to about the 36-yard line is Dre Kirby. Kirby gets a 5-yard gain. Aaron Bow on the stop along with Shamari Giddings. But a pretty good gain on first down for the Wildcats of 5. Make it 2nd down and 5. 9 minutes and 30 seconds to play. Quarter number 1 just underway here at LMH Stadium. The Kokomo Wildcats with their first possession of the night after the defense went 3-and-out, got the ball away from the Berries. Evan Barker under center, this tight formation for Kokomo. Now the pitch to the right, not much running room, but he breaks it out to the outside, and he has a good open field tackle by Shamari Giddings. He brings down Junior Story, following a minimal gain. Ball spotted just across the 37-yard line, so 3rd and short for the Wildcats. 3rd and 3, the line to make is their own 41-yard line. The left side of that defense did a great job. Story broke it back to his left, but Shamari Giddings in position to make the tackle. We'll see what Logansport can come up with here on 3rd down. First 3rd down situation of the night for the Wildcats. Story motion around the right side. He's got a little bit of running room, and he's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He is gang tackled. Chris J. Renee, I believe, was in on the stop.
Scotty Barron, I believe.
Yep. No gain on the play.
Wow.
And in fact, may have lost a half yard, so we'll set up 4th down for the Wildcats at the 37, 4th down and 4, and they'll set up to at least appear to kick the ball away. As Andrew Barker, the brother of the quarterback, Evan Barker, set to kick it away, and Chris J. Renee back deep to receive the punt for the Berries. We've seen Deegan Kitchell and Grayson Long here in the early season putting great pressure on the punter. I'm sure Kokomo has seen that on the film, so we'll see what they can come up with to try and stop that good rush from the Berries. Barker set to kick it away. It is almost blocked. Grayson Long just missed it. I'm not sure how he missed it. And the ball will take a nice bounce on this field turf inside the 20 to the 18-yard line, and that's where the Berries will take over. So if you like defense, Mark Thomas, you picked a good game to come watch.
Yeah, defense and punting has been stars of the show so far.
That's right. That was, 13 and 32, so 45-yard punt. Wow. So we've had a 50-yard punt and a 45-yard punt.
And they were both good. Yeah, good. Wind didn't affect them because they're going in different directions here.
Yep. So 7:41 to go, opening quarter. Each team has had the ball once. Each team was a 3-and-out. So we'll see if Logansport can break through and get a first down here on this possession. Mock under center. Now the pitcher on the right side to Isaac Russell, and he is going to be hit down for a loss, as that was well done over there by Reese Beard. And a loss way back to around the 12-yard line. A loss of 6 on that play, so the last couple plays for Logansport, not good. A sack on Isaac Mock on 3rd down and long, and now a 6-yard loss. So they've had negative yardage their last two plays, beg your pardon. And they're deep in the hole now, down in distance, 2nd down.
Yeah, you just do not want to chase the sticks with a non-passing offense. You just don't want to take the losses.
Yep. So the Berries will see if they maybe can try to get half the yardage here in this second and long. Inside handoff to Ortiz, who breaks the tackle, gets a couple of yards, some forward progress, gets him close to the 15-yard line. They'll give him that, and we'll set up third down and long.
With the stop.
We haven't called Jaquan East's name the last couple of times, so the Berries at least got that figured out for the time being.
Yeah, that would be very nice, but we didn't have to ever hear his name the rest of the night.
That's for sure. 6.5 minutes to go. First quarter. No score between Kokomo and Logansport. The Berries have it third down and 13 from their own 15-yard line. Tight formation. Shamari Giddings in motion to the left. They'll get the pitch around the left side. He's got some running room across the 20, across the 25-yard line.
Just short.
Maybe a little bit short of the first down, but gain maybe about 2 yards short of the first down, and I know Coach Johnson would love to go for it, but I think on this spot on the field he has no choice but to kick it away. But the Berries can file that play away for later. That at least
positive yardage there for Giddings. Nice run, good blocking.
Yep, their best play by far of the night here in the first two possessions. So Isaac Mock, always a threat to run, and now we got a flag on the play. A far side official, the line judge, and he'll come in and have a conference.
It was a quick one.
It sure was. And it looks like based on the body reaction of the Berries, it's against them, I think. And we're going to get a sideline warning on Kokomo.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. Kind of early for that, isn't it?
So I believe they only get one warning if memory serves. So no penalty. That is just a warning. So the Berries fourth down and 2. Isaac Mock, though, always a threat to fake it. So we'll see how he tries to do it. And they are going to fake it. He's got a man wide open. And Isaac Russell makes the catch for a first down and more across the 40 into Kokomo territory. And he was wide open. Mark, I think I could have thrown it out to hit that receiver. There wasn't a Kokomo play within 15 yards of Isaac Russell.
And if you've seen Mike Johnson coach teams over the years, you always got to be ready for that because that was always a threat and well executed there.
And Mock did a nice job as he looked to his right, and I think the defense kind of shifted that way, and then he turned over to the left, and there wasn't a soul near Isaac Russell. An easy fourth down conversion. And the Berries are in Kokomo territory, first down and 10. At the Wildcat 49-yard line with 5:32 to go. So that was by far the biggest play of the night, and it goes in the favor of Logansport. We'll see if they can capitalize on this momentum. Giddings in motion. Mock back to pass.
Right down the middle.
Time. He's got a man wide open. Chris J. Renee. The pass is going to be slightly underthrown.
Yeah, just enough, Joe, that the defender could close on it.
Reese Beard was the one. Yep, but you saw it right away, Mark. He had 2 steps for coming back to deflect it away. Otherwise, that would have been 6 points for the Berries.
Yeah, a well-designed play, well executed, just a little short on the pass.
So it will be second down and 10 for Logansport. They have it at the Kokomo 49-yard line. 5:24 to go, first quarter. No score in this conference opener for both squads. 2-0 Logansport, 2-0 Kokomo. Now Isaac Russell splits out wide to the right at the bottom of the formation. Giddings in motion, the handoff inside to Ortiz. Ball on the turf, and I believe Kokomo comes up with it, and they do. And that was popped out right away. I believe Jaquan East.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah,
wow, that's tough. You had a nice big play to.
Yep, and they had the correct play call on the play before with a wide open receiver. Yep. Pass just slightly underthrown, unfortunate for the Berries. So instead of a big play, it's an incomplete pass, and the Berries turn it over on the very next play, and Kokomo is in business. First down and 10, near midfield, just on their side of midfield. And that tight formation once again for Kokomo with Barker under center. Story in motion to the right. Now the counter play, handoff, not much running room. And Tristan Kitchell in on the stop along with Amari Giddings. As Keegan Name, 5'8 junior, actually lost maybe a half yard to the 49-yard line.
Boy, just good team defense so far for the Berries.
Yep, good discipline that time as they were not fooled by the counter action. They stayed in their lanes and came up with a big loss. And now we got an equipment malfunction as Grayson Long has to come out of the lineup for a play, and Coach Russell trying to get that taken care of, and I believe that's Deegan Kitchell in at that middle linebacker spot. And on a quarterback keeper is Barker. He's in the Logansport territory. Shamari Giddings, as Mark said, a good tackle coming up in the open field. Give him about 2 on that play. It'll be 3rd down and long for Kokomo at the Logansport 48-yard line. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to play, first quarter. Logansport nothing, Kokomo nothing, and neither offense has picked up a first down here tonight. The Berries did get a first down on a fake punt on 4th down. That has been the only first down so far this evening, as defenses have ruled the night here so far at LMH Stadium. 3rd and 8 for Kokomo. They need to get to the Logansport 40-yard line to convert this first down. Now Name gets the pitch around. See where they mark it. Looks like right around the 43. And you'd expect Kokomo to go for it here. They'll mark them at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, Name on the kick.
It's a 4th down and 2, so a big play here for this Logansport defense. 3:50 to go here in the first quarter and a scoreless tie. Now the pitch to Name. It sure was.
Boy, defense is the name of the game tonight.
Absolutely. Like we said, only 1 first down, and that came on a fake punt. So these defenses have not yielded a first down so far here in the first 8+ minutes of this first half.
Kokomo's biggest play to this point, 6 yards.
Wow. First down and 10. Logansport has it at their own 41-yard line. Now Isaac Mock right in front of us having a talk with Coach Johnson. We'll see what play they're going to call. And some miscommunication. I'm not sure what not on the same page right now. Fortunately for the Bears, the play clock still shows 19 seconds, so Logansport does have plenty of time to snap this ball as Mock hurries to the huddle, and the offensive line hurries to the line of scrimmage, and they're ready to snap this football. First down and 10, Logansport at their own 41-yard line. Mock calls out the signals, hands off to Chris J. Renee around the left side, and he is going to be tackled for a loss. Tracy Dowling, 6'3" junior, on the stop back at the 38-yard line, loss of 3 on that play.
Boy, it is tough sledding if
yes,
you're running
sure
the ball.
Is. Slow developing plays is allowing that defense to penetrate, so maybe some quick hitters to help offset this good surge from the Wildcats. 2nd and 13 for Logansport at their own 38-yard line. Isaac Russell in the left wing back position for Logansport. It comes in motion now to the right. Handoff inside to Luis Ortiz, who gets back to the initial line of scrimmage and maybe a yard past that. Out to the 42-yard line for a 4-yard pickup. We'll set up 3rd down and 9 for the Berries. As we are inside of 3 minutes to go in a fast-moving first quarter here at LMH Stadium.
Ortiz protecting the ball because they were sure going after it.
It sure was, especially after that previous possession resulted in a fumble. About just across their 41-yard line. Russell again in the left wing-back position. Chris J. Renee in that right wing-back spot. He comes in motion now to the left. Now counter handoff to Russell. He's got some running room across the 45. He's going to be short of the first down to about the 48-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 3. The field position game at this point.
Yeah, I think so too, Joe. It's very tempting.
And there's always the possibility of a fake punt.
Yep.
Mock loves to do that rugby style as he rolls out to his right. If he's got a lane to get that first down, he'll do it. And I'm pretty sure Isaac Russell's not going to be wide open on this fake punt. That worked so well the last time the Berries punted it away. So Mock now will kick it away. A nice kick. Fielded by one of the Kokomo men inside the 20-yard line. Breaks the tackle, and he's got some running room around the right side. He's got some open field. We do have a flag coming down. I think that's going to be an illegal block, as this is going to wipe out a punt return for a touchdown by Reese Beard, who is into the end zone for a touchdown. But there's no question that was an illegal block, and it looked like Isaac Russell was the one who was illegally blocked from behind. He was slow getting up. He is able to come off the field under his own power with his helmet off, but I think this one's coming back.
Yeah, for Kokomo, that hurts because you're scrambling for offense.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get a good return, you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. So the Matt Lang penalty tracker for the first time tonight will be utilized. And so even though the penalty did help, we got a break there, but we've got to shore that up for future returns. So it's going to be illegal block on Kokomo. The flag is sitting on the 32-yard line, so will that be where they mark off the penalty? And this will start Kokomo deep in their own territory. either a 10 or a 15-yard penalty. The referee marks it off, and it's going to be a 15-yard variety. So this may have been a personal foul and not an illegal block. It's normally a 10-yard penalty. This is 15, so it could have been a personal foul, illegal block, all the way back to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, Russell looked like he got popped pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's now 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
We don't see him on the training table, so at their own 17-yard line, 1:42 to go. First quarter, no score, and a couple of Logansport basketball legends on the court.
Another flag.
Another flag on this play is no gain. Actually, dead ball foul. It's Matt Jennings. Their old boss, Principal Matt Jones. Illegal procedure on Kokomo, so back-to-back. So we hadn't had any penalties all night long, and Matt Lang penalty tracker now has 2 penalties for 20 yards. And that penalty will mark it back to the 12-yard line. And Jalen Attaway, who was in the news this week, signed with the San Antonio Spurs. And had you ever heard of an Exhibit 10 contract? I had not ever heard of that until this week. I guess that means that he'll be with their G League team in Austin, but the Exhibit 10 gives them the flexibility to go back and forth between the pro club if they need to.
Okay, very nice.
And there's a handoff around the right side, junior story. Nothing doing on that one. I believe Scotty Barron and Grayson Long in the neighborhood there. No gain on that play.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 15. Down to a minute to go here, first quarter. No score between Kokomo and Logansport. Neither offense has picked up a first down here tonight. Just one first down in the game. That came on a fake punt by Logansport earlier in the quarter. These defenses have been dominant so far. 2nd and 15 for the Wildcats. Now Barker back to pass, rolling out to his left. Puts it up for grabs and is going to be overthrown. Christian Wicker was in the neighborhood. John Curl. Mr. Curl had himself a year on the baseball diamond for Kokomo last year. Had a nagging hamstring injury, so he could never quite stay healthy. And the Berries were okay with that. They only had to face him 1 or 2 times. He was unavailable early in the season. So 3rd and 15 for the Wildcats with 44.7 seconds to play. In our first quarter, a scoreless tie. And now 3 receivers to the left for the Wildcats. And now Barker will keep it on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to be brought down.
Long one of the first guys there.
And Chris DeValle also as well. Loss of a couple yards back to the 10. So the Wildcats, after that penalty, were in deep in their own territory, and they went backwards on that possession. Back at the 11-yard line, and the Berries figure to get good field position here, and Kokomo does not have to run a play, and they will not. They'll let the remaining 19 seconds of this clock run off. So what a defense of game. We saw the Berries had not given up a point all season long in their first 2 games. The Wildcats gave up 13 to Leo, shut out Plymouth last week, and you can see why. These 2 defenses are outstanding. That's the end of quarter number 1. It's Logansport nothing, Kokomo nothing. We'll step aside for break. When we return, we'll have our second quarter live from Logansport. Thank you very much, Alan James, Joe Stetz, Mark Thomason for the vacationing Dave Packard at LMH Stadium. A scoreless tie at the end of one quarter. Kokomo will punt the ball away here. 4th down and 17. Chris J. Renee standing at the 46-yard line to receive this punt.
Almost got to
another, and there's a high end-over-end kick, a very short kick. It will take another Kokomo bounce, and they will down it. Does Jashir Brown, and that's a break for the Bears. That was high in the air. It looked like it could have rolled for a couple more yards. Logansport will take over 1st down and 10 at their Kokomo 41-yard line, their best starting field position of the night.
Yep, and boy, looking to dial up a punt block there. Got awful close to it. Had 2 or 3 guys get close to it.
It's been a strength of this Logansport ball club so far in the early going. Doing a great job rushing the punter. They have had a couple of blocks. And Humberto Baez, the Berries' place kicker, is getting loosened up. Who knows? The field goal might be large here tonight. The way these defenses have played here in the early going.
No kidding.
Humberto had himself a night last night for the Berries Soccer Club. They got a win in conference at Lafayette Jeff. Humberto with a couple of goals for Logansport. 3-2 victory over Lafayette Jeff last night on the soccer field. Here, no score. Kokomo and Logansport. The Bears have it 1st down and 10 at the Wildcat 41-yard line. Renee in motion to the left. Now gets the pitcher on the left side. Waits for his blockers to set him up. And he has good yardage near the 35-yard line. Evan Barker in on the stop.
Good 1st down run there. Puts you in good shape.
I'll actually mark him at the 36-yard line for a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Berries.
First quarter, Joe. Kokomo 12 total yards of offense. Logan 40.
Wow. Second down and 5 for Logansport. Now the handoff to Ortiz. Ortiz is going to be close to the 1st down. Depends on the spot based on where the side judge is motioning. Looks like they're going to give him that's a pretty good spot for the Berries.
Yes, it
was. He was close to that 31-yard line, but they're going to mark him inside the 31 and give them a 1st down. So the first down for an offense tonight. Just the second 1st down for the Berries. First one on a fake punt. And they have 1st and 10 at their 31-yard line.
Yeah, we'll take that spot all night long. 30-yard line. Let's do something.
That's right. Aaron Bow now split out to the bottom of the formation, wide to the left. Mock under center. Renee in motion to the left side. Inside handoff to Ortiz. Bounces off one tackle from Name, and he's going to be brought down around the 26-yard line. A hard 4 yards that time from Ortiz.
And a little bit quicker type of running plays right now. The delayed stuff wasn't going to do much against Kokomo.
No. Second down and about 6 for Logansport. Ball spotted just outside their 26-yard line. The line to make is the 21, and Humberto is done warming up that right leg of his, so we'll see what anything outside of 30 yards is dicey at the high school level, but we'll see if that should come to pass. Now pitch to Shamar Giddings around the right side, and he is hemmed in. No gain on the play. And that slow developing play mark that we were talking about is just not working against this Kokomo defense so far here in the early going.
No, you're going to end up losing a couple on that.
And mark it at the 28-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for Logansport as Grayson Long. Looked like he was coming in. And that's going to be Isaac Russell. Now Grayson's coming in as well, so someone is going to have to come off the field. And Aaron Bow will step out, as will Amari Giddings. So that's the personnel package for Logansport here. 3rd down and 8. They have it at their own, at the Kokomo 28-yard line. The yard line to make is the 20-yard line for Logansport. Shamari Giddings in motion to the right. Mock rolls out to his left. Can't find anyone open, and he is brought down. What an open field tackle by Evan Barker. That big right arm of his knocked Mock down. I think Logansport might have. I thought they might indicate they're going to go for it, but it looks like Logansport's putting the punt team in. And Mock will try to angle it away and perhaps try and pin Kokomo deep and let his defense continue to dominate, which they've done so far here in the early going. No 1st downs for Kokomo through the first almost 16 minutes of play here, down to 8.5 minutes to play here in our first half. No score between Kokomo and Logansport. Now Mock will angle it toward the right sideline, and it's going to be Kokomo player in the area. He thought about picking it up, and Logansport will mark it dead at the 11. That's Naaman Cooper. Gutsy play right there as he was close to making contact, and that would have been a live football had he made contact, obviously. He stayed away from it. And back to the 10-yard line. That's where Kokomo will take over 1st down.
Good effort on the punt by Mock there. It's so you see so many guys just kick it straight down the field and kick in the end zone, and
Yeah.
I've never understood that. He tried to angle it and did a good job, but that he didn't force something. And
Yep, absolutely, especially the way his defense is played, but we'll see how long this defense can dominate. I'm sure the Kokomo coaching staff trying to make some adjustments to see if they can find some dents and some flaws in this Logansport defense. 8:26 to go, first half. No score between Kokomo and Logansport. Wildcats have a first down and 10 at their own 10-yard line. Now Name in motion, gets the pitch out, has the run, and he puts his head down and knocks Chris J. Renee forward for a gain of 9 out to the 19-yard line.
And that'll be their biggest play of the night so far, Joe.
That was well done that time.
He finished the run.
Yes, he sure did. That's the textbook definition of finishing the run. A 9-yard pickup on first down for the Wildcats. As Mark mentioned, their best offensive play of the night. 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats. We are inside of 8 minutes to play, first half. No score between Logansport and Kokomo. In that tight formation for the Wildcats and keeping it on a quarterback keeper is Evan Barker, and he's still bringing the pile forward out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. As somebody was upset about something. I'm not
happy.
I'm not sure they've got 16 yards in the last 2 plays. I don't know. You think that they'd be happy? But what do I know? So the ball is spotted at the 26-yard line. And there's now officials coming over to have a discussion.
Yeah, I don't know what this is about, Joe.
And perhaps that's what the assistant coach for Kokomo was reacting to. Maybe he saw something. I'm not sure what. Maybe Coach Johnson thought that Barker got some extra yardage after the whistle, perhaps.
I was going to say, do they think his knee was down before?
That could be. But whatever it is.
Momentum was stopped, and he was awful close to having a knee down and kind of spun out of it.
So still not sure. They're still having a discussion. 7:47 to go, second quarter. Kokomo nothing, Logansport nothing in the North Central Conference opener for both squads. And again,
yeah, you got it. It must be. They must be taking it seriously because there's no flag, but we're giving Coach Johnson the benefit of the doubt here. That's for sure. Of talking to him,
side judge having a long discussion.
Well, as long as we have no replays, I'll be perfectly happy.
That's the worst thing that has happened to sports.
Oh, you better believe.
Taking out the human element of it. Still remember them. They brought it back as Vinny Testaverde was tackled at the half-yard line when the helmet didn't even cross the goal line, let alone the football. And now it's come to where we go frame by frame. And he juggled it for 1 millisecond, so that's okay. 10 seconds. If you have 10 seconds to make the call, if you can't see it, if it's not that obvious in 10 seconds, play stands as called.
That's right. Yep. I've never really understood that. Players make mistakes, coaches make mistakes, officials are going to make mistakes. That's life.
Exactly. So after all that,
they're 2 of your best runs of the night here back to back, and you got to be a little upset about your momentum going away.
Well, after a long discussion, it is going to be a first down at the 25-yard line of Logansport. So Kokomo with their first down of the night. We said that a few minutes ago, and it's been a few minutes since we've had a play. And Kokomo at their own 25-yard line. Name gets a handoff around the left side across the 30-yard line. Spins out of a tackle from Aaron Bow and brought down right at the 30, maybe a half yard in front of it.
Kokomo's found a little something now because that's 3 plays in a row. Good yardage.
21 yards on the last 3 plays. 20 yards, they mark it at the 30. Second down and 5 for the Wildcats. Inside of 7 minutes to go here in a scoreless first half. Now Barker will keep it on a quarterback keeper. And he is still pushing the pile forward. Looks like he's going to get a pretty good spot because it looked like he was stopped short of the 35, but where the official is standing.
Oh, my.
And they're going to give him a first down. So we've seen that's why you don't complain about the officials, Mark. I think we've seen 2 questionable spots, and they've gone each way. Each team's gotten a benefit of the doubt on a call.
That's right. And boy, things have changed a little bit the fact that you can just push your players now.
When I first started watching football, that was a big no-no.
No.
But that rule was changed long ago. So another first down for the Wildcats. First down and 10. They have it at their own 35-yard line. Name in motion again to the left. Gets the handoff or gets the pitch. And he's going to be tackled shy of the 40-yard line. Tristan Kitchell making first contact with him. But he gets a 4-yard pickup on first down. Second down and 6 for the Wildcats. Far and away their best possession of the night.
Yep, named their leading rusher now, 23 yards on 6 carries.
Clock running, 6 minutes, 10 seconds to play. In our second quarter, Logansport and Kokomo in a scoreless tie. The Wildcats with something going. They started at their own 10. They're almost to their 40 on this possession. Now on a quarterback draw. And Grayson Long. And giving Grayson Long time to penetrate. No gain on the play. Mark right to the 39-yard line. Third down and 6. And they may want to put that play in mothballs and maybe break it out against another squad, because that's not going to work. That didn't look very well executed. And perhaps Grayson Long is the reason it wasn't well executed, as he blew the play up for no gain. Third down and 6 for Kokomo. They have it at their own 39-yard line. 5:20 to go, first half. No score. Logansport and Kokomo, North Central Conference opener for both squads. Now pitch on the right side to Story, and looks like he'll have the first down. Yep, you're right, Mark. Good second effort, as he was tackled a couple yards short of the first down, but he fought through that tackle. So another Wildcat first down. This drive started at their own 10. They're already out to the 45-yard line. They had not picked up a first down all night long prior to this drive. So they've got something going inside of 5 minutes to play here in our second quarter. Now we're going to stoppage of play, as the official says that's on me. And
maybe blood or something. We're
looking at Grayson Long. Yep. He's got a rug burn on that right elbow, so he's going to have to come out. Does Coach Johnson maybe take a timeout? Nope. I was going to say you could always use a timeout. You've got only 4 inside of 5 minutes to go with 3 timeouts to burn, but Luis Ortiz is going to go in at middle linebacker to replace Grayson Long, while Sidney Latham gets him taped up to get that wound covered up. Barker rolls out to his left. Got plenty of time to throw. Can't find anyone open. Puts the football down and runs, and he is going to be into Logansport territory at about the 48-yard line. And it'll be third down and short for the Wildcats. 3rd and 3 to be exact. Find anyone open. He had plenty of time to throw, but the protection eventually broke down. Grayson Long has got that red athletic tape up. And he's going to come in for Deegan Kitchell, who will step out. Deegan, just a sophomore, has got himself a bright future. Big kid. So it'll be second down and 4 for the Wildcats at the Logansport 49-yard line. Now handoff around the left side, and he is going to be short of the first down. Well done by Grayson Long.
And there's Long.
Because Drake Herbie looked like he was going to get the yard marker easily, but Grayson Long with a great open field tackle, bringing him down short of the first down. Third down and a yard. As good as Kokomo has done on this drive, time becoming an issue with inside of 4 minutes to go. Yes, they're in Logansport territory, but they may have to consider using some timeouts, as they may run out of time.
Exactly.
Third down and a yard for the Wildcats. Now Barker on the quarterback keeper, and he will get the first down as they move the pile forward near the 40-yard line. They'll mark him at the 41, and the clock stopped temporarily to allow the chains to move at the 41-yard line of Logansport.
Boy, it has been a slugfest.
Yes, it sure has. Now the chains have been reset and the clock moving. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. The clock will be under 3 minutes by the time they snap this play. Kokomo, this drive started at their own 10-yard line. They have done a nice job moving the football here on this possession. Now Kirby gets the pitch around the left side, takes it inside the 35, close to the first down. Going to be about a yard short of that first down. 9-yard pickup, though. Good first down play for the Wildcats.
Interesting play. A pitch basically right up the middle.
Yep. 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats. Clock again becoming a factor for the Wildcats. 2.5 minutes to go. Kokomo does have all 3 of their timeouts left. Now they've got 3 receivers to the right. Now they set up a bubble screen. It is going to be caught for a first down, breaking a tackle, and inside the 30-yard line is Jackson Seifert Barnes on a well-designed play. Clock stopped to allow the chains to move down to the 28-yard line. Another Kokomo first down. And the Wildcats are aware of the clock situation, and they will take their first charge timeout. Still have 2 left with 2:21 to go here in the first half.
First pass completion of the night for Kokomo.
Wow.
You're flying by in this first half. We've only had 3 passes thrown,
and only 2 penalties, so we haven't had a lot of not much stoppage there as well. But yeah, it's wow. We're not even 40 minutes into this contest, and we're down to 2:21 to go here in this first half.
Am I getting paid by the hour?
No, you get a flat rate. So Indianapolis Tech with their pass-happy offense next Friday night. I remember the last time they were in town, it was a 3-hour affair. So
wow.
I envision something similar, but that'll be good for the homecoming folks to be able to soak everything in next Friday. Indianapolis Arsenal Tech coming to LMH Stadium, perhaps for the last time, at least for the last time in a while, as they have announced that they are leaving the North Central Conference at the end of this school year. They cited the long drive. Well, did it suddenly get a little bit further to Indianapolis Tech? I never quite understood. I mean, I love the tradition of the North Central Conference, but some of these long drives never did make sense.
No, that was I think the first year they played them down there. I think I did the game with you.
I think so.
That was it's a neat place.
Oh, it's awesome.
Like a little college
campus.
Yes, it
is. I forgot about that. That's right. That was a good ball game as well. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. Now the pitch to Kirby, brings it up the middle. Breaks one tackle, can't break another one though, as Amari Giddings and Grayson Long tackle him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and the clock continues to run as we approach 2 minutes to play here in this first half.
Not a lot of sense of urgency either.
No, sure isn't. As they're huddling up, and with the way they run the football, this is not a quick strike offense by any means. Down to a minute 50, it's going to be around a minute 45 by the time they snap this ball. Second down 11. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. This would be a big stop for the Bears if they are able to keep them from scoring and they run out of time. Stafford and Grayson Long asking the student section to make some noise, which they do. It is now 3rd and long. And you're right, Mark. There's no sense of urgency at all in this Wildcat offense. And we're down to a minute 20 to go here in this first half. And it's 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats, and they're going to bring that tight formation once again. A minute 10 to go here in this first half. 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. Barker back to pass. Has plenty of time to throw. He's got a man open. It's going to be underthrown, and it's going to be intercepted in the end zone by Aaron Bow. What a play by the Berries defense, and this crowd is fired up as they get a big stop after a great Kokomo drive.
Well, nice job by Ball. He was on him all the way down there. It was going to be a 50-50 ball at best, and Bow took charge of it.
So 1:04 to play. Logansport will take over following the touchback. 1st and 10 at their own 20. They do have all 3 of their timeouts left, but the way this half has gone, I would be shocked if Logansport didn't just run it up the gut and take the scoreless tie into the intermission the way these defenses have played. So what a turn of events following a great Kokomo drive. We kept looking at the clock thinking this could come back to be a big issue, and I think maybe that's what forced that long pass from Kokomo. They realized they were running out of time.
Yeah, a little bit out of their element,
exactly.
I think.
So 1:04 to go. No score. Kokomo and Logansport. We invite you to stay tuned for the LMH Logansport Memorial Hospital Sports Medicine halftime show. We have a very special guest lined up. Shamari Giddings gets the handoff around the right side and nothing doing as he is tackled. That man again, Jaquan East. There is a flag on the play, however, so we'll see. As Jackson Seifert Barnes had his helmet come off. So we'll see. Let the officials there. Maybe another sideline warning, perhaps. Although the umpire is having a word with the official who spotted the ball, or the referee who spotted it right at the line of scrimmage at the 18-yard line. And he's pointing toward Kokomo. Personal foul on Logansport.
Personal foul against Logansport.
So half the distance on that is the first Logansport penalty, according to the Matt Lang penalty tracker. It will be half the distance, so a 9-yard mark off.
Yeah, and that kind of seals the fact that whether you were going to try something or not. That kind of puts the brakes on that.
Mm-hmm. You would think so. Yep. If it was a dead ball foul, does the down count? It looks like it does. The chain yard marker across the way has second down, so it'll be second down. And Kokomo does have 2 timeouts left, so they could possibly, if they get a stop.
Brings up second down.
Now the official, they're going to let the clock run, so 40 seconds to go on the play clock. So if I'm the Berries, I don't snap this ball until I absolutely have to, as they are deep in their own territory. 28 seconds still to go on the play clock, 45 seconds to go on the game clock.
When's the last nothing tie you saw at halftime?
It's been a long time. I don't think we've seen one in the couple years that we did the Berries games. I don't think we had one, and certainly I don't believe that has been the case in the short time that I've been on the job here. 7 seconds to go on the play clock, so that's good time management that time for Mock, letting the clock run all the way down. He snaps it with 2 seconds to go. Inside handoff to Ortiz. Ortiz is going to be short of the 15-yard line. And I think the Wildcats will be content to let the clock run out. They do have 2 timeouts left, but at this point, they'll be content to take that 0-0 score into the locker room. So, if you had a 0-0 halftime score, you are the winner. Our score at halftime: Logansport 0, Kokomo 0. We'll step aside for break. When we return, we'll have our Logansport Memorial Hospital Sports Medicine halftime show live from Logansport.
Again, we need all youth league players and coaches at the north end of the field at the pavilion.
How you doing? Good.
Thank you very much, Alan James, Joe Stutz, and Mark Thomas in for the vacationing Dave Packard in. Back at Logansport Memorial Hospital Stadium. Time now for the Logansport Memorial Hospital Sports Medicine halftime show. We have Logansport boys soccer coach Mike Turner. Coach, thank you for spending time with us. We look forward to talking to you every year around this time.
Well, thanks for having me. I like coming up and having a little chat. It's nice.
And would you have predicted that your game last night would have more scoring in the first half than this game tonight?
No. I was really happy with our outcome last night. That was a good conference win. It was a good booster for everybody.
So what are your thoughts on what you've seen here in the first half? If you like defense, this is your kind of game.
Yes, this is I'm really surprised. I mean, I wasn't expecting 0-0. I figured something was going to happen. And that was a little close down there.
Yes, it sure was.
It was. I'm happy with it. It's a close game.
Yep. So, Coach, we talked a little bit early in the first half, and you just referenced that big win in conference last night. Always good to win in conference, especially on the road.
Oh yeah, because we lost to Harrison at our home opener. I've got a lot of young freshmen that are starting. We have really good talent, but we're just young, not as mature. We graduated some pretty good players in the last 2 years.
Oh yeah,
and we had the bad game with Harrison and a bad game with West Lafayette. And we went to McCutcheon, then we got lightninged out. They sent us home. So last night was good. We had a week to really work on everything, and we had confidence. We gave up 2 early goals, and I was like, oh, no, here we go again. And that's that maturity. They needed a little bit toughen up. They did it. We tied them up, and it was a fun game to watch.
And the kid that I saw a couple years ago in the JV squad, I could see the talent and the athleticism. It looks like he's taken it to the next level. Humberto Baez doing great things for you in his senior year.
Yes, he is. He had 2 beautiful goals last night. I mean, he fought through 2 defenders and made those goals. He had a really good game last night. Had a good game at Twin Lakes.
That's right. Four goals, right?
Yes, he had 4 goals. It just, I think as a whole for the whole team, if one guy starts being positive, everybody feeds off that. And last fire, it was fun to coach then. That first couple minutes was a little shaky.
Oh yeah. So Logansport boys soccer coach Mike Turner, our halftime guest, and Coach, Humberto, who knows? He might be the hero tonight as well. As the way these offenses are going, it might come down to a field goal.
They were asking me down there in the crowd, can you kick a field goal? I said, well, yes, I'm pretty sure.
So the traditional Labor Day weekend, the Blueberry Festival, got a couple of games tomorrow up at Plymouth.
Yeah, we're play Plymouth first at 10 a.m., and then we play 1:30 against Wawasee. And I've got high hopes. I mean, we're young, but like I said, last night was a good confidence boost, and Plymouth graduated a couple of their big seniors.
Okay.
And he's getting some varsity time. He got his first assist last night.
Wow.
In the varsity match, so he was pretty excited.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a little different because, we graduated a lot of talent last 2 years. It's fun. We're having a good time.
Well, and a good time. Hopefully on Tuesday, you guys got a home game, right? On Tuesday?
Yes, we do. Culver last year with COVID.
Okay.
I think John Glenn came in and played us here, and we had a coach game with John Glenn, so it worked out well for us at the end.
So and your schedule's kind of weird because one year you got a bunch of home games, and then the next year you got a bunch of road games, and it looks like this year's the year with a lot of road games.
Yeah, we have almost all away games. It's 6 home games is all we have, and that's a tough schedule. I mean, for anybody.
No question about it, especially with the young team. But this can only help as you guys go forward in the years to come.
Yeah.
So good luck to you guys tomorrow in the Blueberry Festival. And hope you guys have a great crowd on Tuesday. Should the weather, they're calling for some rain between now and then, but hopefully it'll cool things off and you have a nice night for.
Hoping because the heat's been a little rough the past couple of weeks. So tomorrow they said it's going to be in the 90s.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, Coach, we know you're awfully busy, so we'll let you go. But we greatly appreciate your time as always, and best of luck to you guys tomorrow. And then Tuesday at home against Culver.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right, Coach Mike Turner of the Logansport. Kokomo, nothing. We'll step aside for a break. When we return, we'll have more of the Logansport Memorial Hospital Sports Medicine Halftime Show live from Logansport. Welcome back to LMH Stadium as we continue with the Logansport Memorial Hospital Sports Medicine Halftime Show. Our halftime score, Logansport nothing, Kokomo nothing. Special thanks to boys soccer coach Mike Turner for making time. He had a game last night, got a couple games tomorrow, but Coach Turner always
seems excited about it. That's just nice to see. Nice to see some positive coaching. That's any sport.
Yep. So we barely, not even an hour in, we're already halfway through the halftime. What a fast-moving half, and defense has been the story other than that one long Kokomo drive.
Yeah, sure has, Joe. I'll throw some numbers at you here.
Okay.
Kokomo, 22 rushes, total of 76 yards. In a lot, Evan Barker with 25, Keegan Name 23, Kirby adds 18. Passing the ball, Barker's 1 for 3, 4-yard completion to Barnes. No touchdowns. Did have the nice interception there by Bow that Barris came up with. So a total of 76 on the ground, 4 through the air, 80 yards, 17 rushes, and it's been tough. 13 total yards.
Wow.
Individually, Luis Ortiz with 19 to lead the Berries, but took some big losses early that kind of knocked that down. Passing the ball, and all the damage done out of the punt formation. Isaac Mock with a 36-yard completion to Russell for the big fourth down fake punt play. But that accounts for pretty much all the offense, 13 on the ground, 36 through the air for a total of 49 for the Berries. And I cannot remember the last high school game I saw nothing, unless it was a terrible elements game or something. But this is different.
And that definitely has not been the case here tonight. As the weather is perfect, it might be a little bit on the muggy side for the players, but for the fans, a nice little breeze, no sun to deal with. So it's a perfect night for football, and the defenses are taking full advantage of these great conditions.
Yeah, and like I said, Barry's done such a great job of limiting the big play by Kokomo. They had back-to-back runs of, I think, 9 and 5, and they have not had a run longer than 9 yards tonight. And anytime you can hold, and they kind of got backed by committee, as we talked about. Well, they're doing a good job on all of them. Well,
Mark, you'll be happy to know that the jack that we were given and said plug it in, we picked the right input. So it is on the LHS Berries YouTube channel. So Dave Packard was tuning in before that Alanis Morissette tribute concert, so he said he got to tune in. Our old friend Brian Pearson, who moved to Florida, he put a screenshot of him sitting on the beach listening. Than we are, no question about it. So how about that, Mark? We put our heads together and we came up with a solution.
Right. What are the odds of that happening?
That may not happen again this decade, so we'll take it. We'll step aside for another break. Once again, our halftime score, Logansport 0, Kokomo 0. There's more to come on this Logansport Memorial Hospital Sports Medicine halftime show, live from Logansport.
Oh, wow. Cool. Only person on the beach that cares about football at that point.
Number 29, Leonardo Sanchez. Number 30, Ryder Collins. Number 32, Kate Danley. Number 38, George Martinez. Number 40, Braden McCarty. Number 45, Leo Weathers. Number 57, Harrison Ritchie. Number 60, Kenny Gill. Number 62, Jacob Johnson. Number 67, Dylan Peterson. Number 71, Zachary Bernard. Number 72, Emmanuel Escobedo. Number 73, Cameron Snyder. Number 74, Giselle Quintillion. Number 99.
Thank you very much, Alan James. Once again, Joe Stetz with Mark Thomas tonight, as Dave Packard is out of town with his family for a weekend getaway. So thank you, Mark, for filling in. And what a defensive battle. The only thing that concerns me is Kokomo with that great drive right before the end of the half, before that interception, with Logansport winning the toss and getting the ball first. Kokomo will get the ball right away, so they'll get to see what worked on that drive. They'll get to go right back at it. We'll see what adjustments Logansport made defensively.
Yeah, the closest we saw to somebody by Kokomo that was fortunately called back, but the only time they were really able to establish anything was that last drive, but Berries came up with a big play to stop it.
So it is a scoreless tie as the Berries, as Mark mentioned, with just 13 yards rushing, but that's a step up from what Plymouth did last week. 19 carries for just 5 yards. Obviously, wow. A lot of lost yardage goes against that net yardage, and that's been the case tonight for the Berries. But halftime is all about adjustments, as you well know, Mark. So whatever team makes the better adjustments will come out victorious.
And we saw early, Joe, Logan almost hit a pass right down the seam, just a little bit underthrown. I wouldn't be surprised to see that at some point.
Yep, and the way they've been crowding the line of scrimmage, maybe a screen pass, they've used that with great effectiveness. Grayson Long, a great target on that from that tight end position. But, yeah, they're going to have to try something to try and get this ball moving, because this Kokomo defense has been very
nice to get a short field for on Kokomo and get a turnover. ball in a good spot.
Yep. And looking at the clock, it is still 7:59 Eastern Daylight Time. So we're not even an hour into this contest, and we're almost through halftime in this scoreless tie. You said we're not sure we've ever seen a 0-0 game, and I'm not sure I've ever seen a game go by this quickly,
Wow.
at least in this first half.
Unreal. And you know we're going to have 47 penalties this half to slow that pace down. But,
And both teams will scrap the run and go pass and throw a bunch of incomplete passes, and we'll be here for a while, but that's okay. We will step aside for another break. Once again, our halftime score, it is Logansport 0, Kokomo 0. There's more to come here on the Logansport Memorial Hospital Sports Medicine halftime show, live from Logansport.
Number 54, Eugene Giddings. Number 55, Sebastian Jimenez. Number 56, Kay Sutton. Number 57, David Wooten. And number 99, Caleb Jones. Let's give all those youth league berries a big round.
Sorry, Hunter, I lost track. I don't know if we have another break or not. I sent you a text. I don't know if we got another break or not. I don't even know. So I'm terribly sorry. If you could let us know if we owe you another halftime break. Okay. Thank you very much, Alan James. Welcome back to LMH Stadium as the Logansport Memorial Hospital Sports Medicine halftime show has wrapped up. Both teams back on the field getting loosened up. And LaVille and Pioneer playing, and because of the time change, that game didn't start till 7:30, so they are just after one quarter. And LaVille off to a great start, 17-0 over Pioneer. So LaVille, I think a lot of teams in the Hoosier North Athletic Conference have taken their whoopings at the hands of the Panthers over the last few years. So you know they're enjoying anytime they get a chance to beat Pioneer, as dominant as that program has been over the years.
Definitely, Joe. And even, when we were covering Pioneer in those championship seasons, LaVille was always so competitive.
Yep.
Their defense made Pioneer work for everything they had, and I'm sure they're thinking payback at this point.
Yep. And there is at least one college football game of note. The Michigan State Spartans on top of Western Michigan, 14-3 in the second quarter, and your Purdue Boilermakers got the season started out last night, and for a long time it looked like you might break that curse against the Nittany Lions.
You can just count every ball game on 3 or 4 bad defensive penalties and 3 or 4 horribly missed tackles. And boy, I hate being right sometimes, but that was it turned out that way last night again. I don't know. I said going in, well, I think we can score. We're going to have to win some 37-35 games, but it was almost to that point last night.
Yep, so Penn State on an 8-play, 80-yard drive late in the contest, scored the go-ahead touchdown with 57 seconds left to get the win, a tough loss for the Boilermakers.
That's amazing how and how much rhythm, how important it is to a quarterback, because you had a guy that struggled most of the night for Penn State. Boy, in a quicker situation where they have to move the ball, he was excellent.
Yep. And it always seems like when you're on those drives, that first couple plays can change the entire complexion of that drive. You get a couple of successful plays early, it seems to bode well for the rest of the drive, and unfortunately, that came to fruition for the Boilermakers. Although Aiden O'Connell had himself a game, he's going to have himself a great year, I think, for the Boilermakers.
Yeah, it's another in a long line of great Purdue quarterbacks.
Yep, and the Boilermakers lost one recently. The great Lenny Dawson.
Yep.
Super Bowl champion with the Kansas City Chiefs and a longtime broadcaster. That was a little bit before our time, but I heard nothing but good things about him. He was one heck of a college quarterback.
Yeah, I remember him.
He was. I enjoyed his work on the Inside the NFL, that HBO show with Nick Bonacani for years, and an outstanding quarterback. The second AFC quarterback to win a Super Bowl after Joe Namath won it in Super Bowl III. Lenny Dawson did it in Super Bowl IV.
Yep, him and Hank Stram.
Oh, yeah.
Matriculating that ball down the field.
Yep. What was it? That's there, boys. Power toss 65 or whatever. Yeah, that, if you've never seen that NFL film, Super Bowl IV, it is worth it. That was one of the, if not the first, one of the very first coaches to be mic'd up on the sideline.
Yep.
Hank Stram, he was a character.
Oh, he's great.
Yes, he was. So Humberto Baez will kick off for the Berries, and Kokomo has a man deep. Devon Thomas, 5'10" senior, standing at his 10-yard line. Humberto with those bright yellow shoes on neon night here in the student section here at LMH Stadium. And Humberto has done a good job on the kickoff duties the last couple years. Coach Mike Turner, our halftime guest from the soccer team, he talked about his play this year. 2 goals for Baez. So we are just about ready to start our second half. A high end-over-end kick, fielded by Kirby at the 8-yard line, across the 20, across the 30. We got a flag on the play.
Boy, thank you.
And that may prevent a touchdown, although Luis Ortiz brings him down at the 33-yard line. But the referee who threw the flag is not going anywhere, and that is going to be against Kokomo, and another big penalty on special teams for the Wildcats.
Wow. And that's the 2 times they've come close to sniffing the end zone tonight.
Yep.
Both called back.
So Reese Beard, Kokomo for 30 yards, but 2 of them have been huge as they have wiped out a touchdown and a big kickoff return to open this second half that could have turned the entire complexion of this game around.
And I like the fact we've got them backed up now. Let's get a turnover. Give ourselves a short field.
There you go. So after the penalty is marked off, the Wildcats will have it first down and 10 at their own 12-yard line. That's where we will start play here in this second half in a scoreless tie between Logansport and Kokomo. 67 minutes. We got a first half and an entire halftime show in and an opening kickoff. Now the quarterback keeper to Barker, and again they just continue to push the pile forward.
Still.
Yep.
It's still going
Still
on.
going across the 20. He'll have the first down. I said they're going to mark him short at the 21-yard line.
I mean, I'm not sure whether I like it or not.
Yeah.
It's at some point. Okay, that's it, guys.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Exactly.
It looks like rugby or something.
Yep. So a 9-yard gain on first down for the Wildcats. They have it 2nd and 1 at their 21-yard line. Just underway, the first play from scrimmage here in our third quarter. No score between Kokomo and Logansport. Wildcats were held without a first down until the final drive of the half, which ended in an interception by Aaron Bow in the end zone. So we'll see what the Wildcats do. 2nd down and 1. Story gets the pitch up the middle. He'll have the first down. He's going to be short of the 25-yard line. Chris DeValle, Tristan Kitchell, Chris J. Renee in on the stop, but a 4-yard pickup, and Kokomo with the first down. Their first down of the half. Moves the chains. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Story, big, strong kid, because he was taking on about 4 berries that time.
So the receiver, John Curl, will bring the play call in from the sideline. We'll see what the Wildcats dial up here. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 10:36 to go, third quarter. No score in this North Central Conference opener for both Kokomo and Logansport. 2-0 on the season are both squads. Now Story gets the Luis Ortiz may have fallen forward for a yard, and that's it. 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. Now some fresh bodies in for the Berries. Cameron Norton coming in. Jesus Alanis coming in as well. And Andrew McGee.
Great team defense for the Berries tonight so far.
2nd down and 9 for Kokomo. We're inside of 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter in a scoreless tie. Let's see what the Wildcats draw up here. Still, the lights are on here, but still not quite sunset here at Logansport. Now an option left for Barker. He'll turn it inside and not much running room. Maybe a couple yards. Tristan Kitchell in on the stop. Cameron Norton as well. Grayson Long, Diego Posley, a whole bunch of Berries in on that stop. It will set up 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats at their own 20, at the 28-yard line. The line to make is the Kokomo 35-yard line.
Kirby back in for the Wildcats now.
have a chance to get some decent field position for their offense. But first things first, they got to get a stop. Barker now back to pass. Under a heavy rush, the pass is thrown, and it is caught, I believe. Going to be short of the first down on a diving catch by Andrew Barker. I don't know how he caught that one, as that was no more than 6 inches off the ground. But he was able to make the reception at the 33. It will be 4th down and a long one for Kokomo, and the Wildcats appear to be going for it. And the way that rugby quarterback sneak has worked, I would be shocked if that's not what they did. On this 4th down and a yard and a half, let's see if the Berries pack the middle of the line and middle of the formation to prevent that. And on the quarterback keeper is Barker, and he doesn't get much of a push. And I think he is going to be short of the first down, although he sneaks through the pile.
Wow.
And he has the first down. Well done that time from Barker, as he was stopped a good yard behind that first down. But he was able to escape that and squirt through and get himself a first down at the 46-yard line.
Boy, Joe, I didn't think he had a chance.
I didn't think so either. Slow to get up is Grayson Long, and he is going to be he's going to come off the field under his own power. Deegan Kitchell will replace him. Grayson doesn't want to come out, but maybe give him a play or two to shake things off. 8 minutes, 10 seconds to play, third quarter. Kokomo nothing, Logansport nothing. The Wildcats have it first down and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Kirby in motion, option left for Barker. He'll keep it himself. Minimal gain that time out to the 38-yard line, a 2-yard pickup. Make it 2nd down and 8. So this drive very similar to the drive that Kokomo had to end the second quarter, which ended in an interception in the end zone by the Bears. They hope that doesn't go this long this time, but they've been very methodical on this possession. On a drive that started at their own 12, they've made it out to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, this is kind of like Big Ten football in the 60s and early 70s.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
I'm really glad I wasn't around to watch a lot of that.
Yeah. Now pitch to Name. Name is across the 40-yard line, and he has brought down Tristan Kitchell in on the stop, along with Chris J. Renee. But a good gain for Name out to the 43-yard line, a 5-yard pickup on 2nd down. It will set up 3rd down, 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats. Grayson Long back in, replacing Deegan Kitchell back to the sidelines for Logansport. 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Kokomo and Logansport in a scoreless tie. The Wildcats have taken the opening kickoff here in the third quarter and marched it to the 43-yard line of Logansport. Now pitch the right side to Story. He'll have the first down across the 45 into Logansport territory. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle.
What a horse.
And he is inside the 40-yard line all the way down to the 36-yard line before he is finally tackled by Cameron Norton. But a great run for Story. It looked like he was hemmed in right at the middle of that formation. Now Mari Giddings is shaking up a little bit. He'll have to come out. And Brock Myers will replace him. But the ball spotted all the way down to the 34-yard line, a 23-yard pickup.
Yeah, biggest play of the night for Kokomo.
The way Amari is walking off the field, looks like he might have a cramp in that right leg. Sidney Latham, the Berries trainer, to take a look at him. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Logansport 34-yard line. Now Name gets the pitch around the right side, up the middle, breaks a tackle, in stop, but a 5-yard pickup. And Name once again finishing that run as he fell forward for some extra yardage for the Wildcats.
And you hope it's not the case, but boy, the defense has got to be beat up at this point for the Berries, and you just keep getting pounded on. It wears on you.
Yep, they were on the field for a long time to end that second quarter, and they've been on the field a long time here in the start of the third quarter. 6 minutes almost have been chewed up on this possession for the Wildcats. Now Kirby gets the pitch, brings it up the middle, inside the 25. Close to the first down based on where the line judge is. It will be another Kokomo first down inside the 25-yard line. Chris J. Renee with the tackle, and he is going to be helped up or have to come off the game field as he is holding that right shoulder. Battle of attrition as Tate Strong comes in now for the Berries. So definitely time for concern for Logansport. 1st down and 10. Kokomo has it at the Logansport 22-yard line. This drive started at the Kokomo 12-yard line. They've had the ball for nearly 6.5 minutes on this possession. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Barker will keep it himself on a quarterback keeper. Pushes the pile forward inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 1st down. 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Just 74 minutes have gone by. We are more than halfway through the third quarter. A very fast-moving game here at LMH Stadium. 2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. Name in motion around the right, gets the pitch around the right side. He's got some running room. He's inside the 15 to the 11, and another Kokomo first down. As that pitch out, they pitch it to the running back, and then he just takes that pitch and goes straight up the field, and it's worked very well for the Wildcats on these last 2 possessions.
Yeah, they've done very little out to the outside of the running game. It's been up the middle, and like I said, you get pounded on enough times, and you see Logan losing some people. It's a long night for a defense.
Sure is. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 12-yard line of Logansport. Kirby gets the pitch, brings it up the middle. He's inside the 10, close to the 5. He'll spin his way down to about the 7-yard line. Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5.
And they do mix it up. They run about 4 guys,
yep.
And it's very balanced.
So Kirby comes out. Name will come back in for him, as this drive has taken almost 8 minutes of possession time, down to 4 minutes and 10 seconds. It's the only possession so far of the second half. 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats. Now Name will get the pitch. Cuts it now to the outside. He's inside the 5, close to the first down. And based on the official, looks like he will have the first down. So 1st down and goal for Kokomo at the 2-yard line. And again, why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Kokomo's had great success with that pitch. Running back takes the pitch out and then just brings it straight up the field. And they've had great success. At the Logansport 2-yard line, as this drive has eaten up more than 8 minutes of possession time.
Wow.
Down to 3:35 to go on this 1st and goal and a scoreless tie. Now Barker will keep it himself on a quarterback keeper, and the rugby-style push is a touchdown for Evan Barker, and that's our first points of the night. It is 6-0 Kokomo with the point after to come. Looks like they'll bring the kicking team out.
Yeah, you kind of knew if they got close, that's what they were going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've had so much success on just Barker just getting pushed up the middle, and he's a strong kid too. So
we do have a score. Lewis Cass 21, Benton Central nothing at the half. So the Kings looking to get to a 3-0 start. Here's a big play. The Berries can somehow force a miss. They can touchdown on a point after give them a lead. But first things first, hopefully they can muster a rush to try and get this mixed.
That's
through the fingertips of Barker. Seaford Barnes will put it up for grabs, throws it over the head of the intended receiver. Shane Spear was open, but you don't usually have your kicker throw the ball. The snap was slightly high, but went right through the giving up that touchdown. Still a 1-possession game. A touchdown and a point after could give the Berries the lead with 3:31 to go here in this third quarter.
Wow, that could be big, Joe.
Oh, absolutely.
Points are at a premium tonight.
Oh, no question about it.
Well, let's get a good return here. Set us up.
Let's see if the Berries can, at the very least, get a couple of first downs to keep that Kokomo offense on the sidelines, as they have been on the field a lot in the second quarter and in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's tough. You're spent 10, 11 minutes with your defense on the field there, and let's give them a break here.
Absolutely. So Kokomo 6, Logansport nothing. 3 minutes and 31 seconds to play. And the student section has not lost any of their enthusiasm. They're still trying to make some noise to get this cheer on their squad.
A very nice crowd.
Just very, very much so. And I'm with you, Mark. Let's how about a good kickoff return? Give the Berries some momentum. And again, that missed extra point could loom very large here in this contest. As Mark mentioned, points are at a premium here tonight. First points of the game coming at the 3:31 mark of our third quarter. Kokomo on top 6-0. Chris J. Renee, Luis Ortiz, and Tate Strong. Tate Strong's going to be one of the up men. Shamari Giddings goes back. So Giddings, Chris J. Renee, and Luis Ortiz, 3 of the Berries' best skilled position players. Back deep to receive this kick from Jackson Seifert Barnes, 5'8" senior. Place kicker.
Clay Scott getting him fired up.
And the student section is obliging. They're making some noise as well. So we'll see if Logansport can come up with a big play on the special teams. They've had a big play on a fake punt earlier in this contest. See for Burns, a high end-over-end kick, a short kick, fielded on the ground by Chris J. Renee, bobbles it, makes one man miss across the 20, spins his way out of a tackle. He's going to be brought down shy of the 25-yard line. But a good return by Renee after after that kick. He fielded off the turf, picked it up, and was able to get some positive yardage out to the 24. And looks like we have a Kokomo player cramping up.
Really, I think the first we've seen of that. Boy, you're so right on. Get some first downs here and give your defense a little bit of rest at the very least.
Yep.
You love just give them a little break here. If
Absolutely.
Nothing else.
They'll mark it at the 25-yard line. That's where Logansport will start this possession, their first possession of the second half. As Kokomo, their touchdown, 88-yard touchdown drive, chewed up more than 8 minutes of time. First and 10. Logansport has it at their own 25-yard line. The student section has not sat the entire night here at LMH Stadium. A mock back to pass, straight back to pass. Puts it up. He's got Isaac Russell open. The pass is going to be caught by Russell into Kokomo territory. A perfect throw by Isaac Mock. Russell was well covered, but that was a perfect throw by Mock. And Logansport in business in Kokomo territory.
Second big catch of the night by Russell. That'll go for 32 yards, and boy, did flip the field in a hurry there.
Yep, it sure did. Now Grayson Long looks like he might be cramping up a little bit as he comes off the field. And they're looking at that left calf. But a great call by Coach Johnson. He knew that his offense needed something to spark them after those two long Kokomo drives. One ended in an interception, one ended in a touchdown. 6-0 Kokomo. Logansport has it first down and 10 at the Wildcat 43-yard line inside of 3 minutes to go here in our third quarter. Russell split out wide to the left. Chris J. Renee in motion. Mock back to
right
pass.
Down the middle.
They're going to do it again. He's got Shamari Giddings open, and the pass is going to be just overthrown. There was some contact. The fans want some interference, but I think that was a good no call, as that was about a yard overthrown. I think that was uncatchable. Now Shamari looks like he's cramping up as well, and that's a result of that defense being on the field for so long on those back-to-back possessions. Boy, even though there was a halftime break in between.
Yeah, second time of the night we had a guy down the middle and just missed him. And I obviously never playing quarterback, but I always think of basketball, making the pass right down the middle of the floor is awful tough. I would think the pass right down the middle for a quarterback's got to be tough to put touch on. No
question about it. Just maybe a yard or two overthrown, and Giddings is able to come off the field as Sidney Latham, who's been very busy here the last couple of moments for the Berries on the sideline. Pass falls incomplete. Second down and 10. Logansport has it at the Kokomo 43-yard line. The Berries sprint to the line of scrimmage to snap this play. A little bit of miscommunication. So Mock will keep it himself. I'm not sure if he wanted to go left or right. He ended up going left and did get 3 yards out of it.
Yeah, he made the best out of a bad situation right there.
So third down and 7 for the Berries at the Wildcat 40-yard line. Clock running. The clock has stopped. Not sure why they stopped the clock, as Mock was tackled inbounds. Now the clock will restart, so perhaps the officials wanted it stopped for some reason. Not sure why, but clock running now. 2.5 minutes to go. Third quarter. Kokomo 6, Logansport nothing. The Berries have it. Third down and 7 at the Kokomo 40-yard line. You would think it'd be 4-down territory, so we'll see if that influences the play call for Coach Johnson. Now Mock back to pass, rolls out to his right. He's got a man open. Nice. It is caught by Renee. Spins his way out of a tackle, and he'll have a first down for Logansport at the 32-yard line. Well done by Renee, as he caught that pass short of the first down, but some great individual effort by him to get that first down for Logansport.
Yeah, very nicely done. Good job of knowing where he was and where he had to be.
Give him 8 on that third down play. First down and 10, Logansport at the Kokomo 32-yard line. Clock running, 2 minutes to play in our third quarter. Kokomo 6, Logansport nothing. The Wildcats took the second half kickoff, 88 yards for a touchdown. They missed the extra point. And now the Berries with their first offensive drive. And now Isaac Mock, the play clock was running out, and he will spend a timeout. You never want to use a timeout in the second half. Those are so critical, but as well as this Kokomo defense has played, I think that's a good call. You don't want to get a 5-yard penalty and make it 1st and 15. So, and this might give the Berries a chance to rest a little bit, as we've seen some cramping here in the last couple of minutes for both sides.
Yeah, you knew at some point you'd see some of that. And I'll tell you what, Mock has missed a couple of throws by a little bit, but I'll tell you, I'm impressed with the way he throws the ball right now.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. And he really came on the baseball diamond last spring. Coach Fry was not sure what his pitching was going to be like with Garrett Barron and Mike Meadows graduating. Between him and Brennan Goforth, they stepped up, and Isaac was the clear number one in his junior campaign by the end of the year. So hopefully some great things are in store for the Berries baseball squad this spring. Let's Goforth and Mock both will be back. Just three seniors graduated, but three good players, Gavin Smith, John Scott, and John Malloy. So they're losing 3 huge players, but they got everyone else back. So
wow,
hopefully a good spring in store. And Matt Lang, the new Logansport varsity basketball coach, we talked to him before the game. He said that fans are going to be surprised with what they see out of his basketball squad this year. So hopefully good things are in store for the Logansport boys sports. And maybe they can match what the Logansport girls golf team has done so far. What a start to the season Abby Lundy and her squad has done. So 1st and 10 following the timeout for Logansport at the Kokomo 32-yard line. Excellent run, as Mark Thomas said. 5-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 5. And that big pass play to Isaac Russell has really energized not only the crowd, but this Logansport offense too, giving them some confidence. Finally, something good happened after those 2 long Kokomo drives. And that missed extra point again from Kokomo. Went through the holders' hands, and they were not able to convert, making it a 6-0 Kokomo lead with 1:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Bow split out wide to the right for the Berries. They'll hand off to Ortiz. Ortiz tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Barker in on the stop. No gain on the play. We'll make it 3rd down and 5 for the Berries. And with all the success that they've had in the passing game, I would expect Logansport to maybe put it in the air here on 3rd and 5.
Yeah, we saw a nice little pass to Renee a couple minutes ago, and he had a nice run after that. When he got hit, could have went down, spun off for a couple more yards.
Clock running, 40 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Kokomo 6, Logansport nothing. A big 3rd down for Logansport. 3rd down and 5 for the Berries. At the Kokomo 27-yard line, Isaac Russell in motion to the right. Mock back to pass. Has plenty of time. Puts the pass up for grabs for Renee. It is deflected, and a great play.
It was a great play.
By the defensive back for Kokomo, trying to get his number. I believe it's Tavion Bennett. I think that's 31, or is it 3?
I thought it was 3, Joe, but I will not promise you that.
So Reese Beard in on the deflection.
You may be right after all.
And the Berries will go for it on 4th down. And the young man has not turned his back. It is Reese Beard, number 3, on the stop. So 4th and 5 for the Berries. And one of Isaac Mock's favorite targets last year and this year is Grayson Long in that tight end spot. So see if they maybe look to him as Aaron Bow split out wide to the right. A huge play. 4th down and 5 for Logansport. Mock back to pass. He's got a man wide open. Isaac Russell. The pass is overthrown. Oh, he was 5 yards clear. That was a sure touchdown, and Mock just overthrew him.
Wow.
And Kokomo will take over on downs, and you can just feel the air come out of the stadium as that was a surefire touchdown. Just overthrown.
Yeah, he was somehow the coverage just forgot about him. And sometimes those are the toughest ones to make.
Yep. And a couple of those passes earlier that were slightly underthrown, that would have been a good time for a slightly underthrown pass because Russell was so clear of the defender, he still would have been able to catch that pass easily. Well, it's up to the defense now to try to come up to pick up their offense. They had some time to rest on the sidelines after those 2 long Kokomo drives, so the Wildcats take over 1st down and 10 at the 27. 16 seconds to go. 4th quarter, Barker will keep it himself on a quarterback keeper, and he pushes his way forward across the 30 to the 32-yard line, and that will end our 3rd quarter of play as the Wildcats put some points on the board. At the end of 3, it's Kokomo 6, Logansport nothing. We'll step aside for break. When we return, we'll have our 4th quarter live from Logansport.
All right, fans, have your tickets ready for the game ball. 6 digits here. 7, 1, 5, 6, 6, 7. If that was your number, again, it's 715-667. See Mr. Strong on the sideline following the completion of tonight's contest.
Welcome back to LMH Stadium. Joe Stutz with Mark Thomas in for the vacationing Dave Packard tonight. 3 quarters in the books. Kokomo on top 6-0. As we head to the fourth quarter, Kokomo will have it 2nd down and 5 at their own 32-yard line, and you can just still feel the deflation in the air hit the stadium as the Berries were held on downs as they had a wide-open Isaac Russell, a sure touchdown. The pass just slightly overthrown, and that turned the ball over to Kokomo. Now it's up to the defense to come up with a big stop. 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats as we begin quarter number 4 here at LMH Stadium. And it's just now hitting 8:30 here at Logansport. Now Barker on an option right will keep it himself. Tristan Kitchell is in there to make the stop. Very close to the first down. We'll see where they spot it.
Yeah, they'll be very close.
Yep. It looks like they will give him forward progress to give him the first down, which they do. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 37-yard line. So just 1 touchdown in the game so far. Evan Barker, a 2-yard quarterback keeper for the Wildcats. Point after was no good. It is 6-0. Kokomo, they have it 1st down and 10, a new set of downs for the Wildcats. They have it at their own 37-yard line with 11 and a half minutes to go here in a fast-moving game at LMH Stadium. Now Story in motion, gets the pitch out, and he's going to be hemmed in. Now breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and he gets out across the 40-yard line as that was a good hard run by Story. A 3-yard pickup, they'll mark him right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on that first down carry. 2nd down and 7.
Yep. Balanced attack. Story 41 yards. Barker leads with 55. Name with 44. But they were right. They spread it around.
Oh, yeah. 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats. Big series of downs for Logansport here. They would love to stop Kokomo and get the ball back as time will soon become an issue. Already down to 10:45 to go here in this contest. A 6-0 Kokomo lead. Story motion again to the right. Now a pitch or an option play from Barker. He's going to be stopped by Diego Posley, and he scoots through across the 45-yard line. And Posley was up around the face mask here. That could be against the Berries. We'll let the officials sort it out. If the play stands, Barker's out to the 46-yard line for a nice gain for the Wildcats. And I believe it's going to go against Logansport, I think, based on the way the officials are discussing it. And we'll see as the official comes over, and it is a 5-yard face mask penalty on Posley. And that will be a first down, a 5-yard face mask, not an automatic first down, but down and distance gives Kokomo a first down. And they are in Logansport territory, 1st down and 10 at the Berries' 49-yard line. And the fans booing, but we could see it from here. Unfortunately for the Berries, Posley did make contact with that face mask of Barker. So the Wildcats, a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 at the Logansport 49-yard line. And still plenty of time on the play clock for Barker. Still 20 seconds to go, so he is in no hurry to snap this football. As the Wildcats with a 6-0 lead. And Barker will keep it himself on a quarterback keeper. Only a couple yards this time at the 47-yard line. Give him 2 on that on that first down carry. It will make it 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats at the Logansport 47-yard line. Inside of 10 minutes to go.
I guess I expected Kokomo to have more of the outside running, more of the speed showing, but they just hit you. They're just brutal.
And they kind of slowly but surely wore this Berries defense down on these last 2 possessions and on this one as well. It's been a good start for the Wildcats on this possession. 2nd down and 8. Story in motion. Gets the pitch, brings it up the middle, and breaks a tackle. Still on his feet, breaks another tackle.
He's a load. There's a flag.
And there's a flag coming in.
Oh, he's still on his feet.
The back judge threw the flag, so we'll see. And now we get another flag as Logansport made the tackle, and I'm not sure what the Bears are supposed to do if he continues to run.
Yeah.
Do you not make the tackle? Now we got another flag, so we've got 3 flags on the play. So the Matt Lang penalty tracker has not been used much. It's going to be brought into full use now as we have at least 3 flags on the play.
And the play was not blown dead.
No.
I mean,
if the guy's going to continue to run, what are you supposed to do? Stop playing?
Yeah, right.
So now 3 officials are discussing what's going on. So you would think a late hit on Logansport at the end of the play, but what was the first flag that the back judge threw? Perhaps an illegal block on Kokomo. We'll see.
37-yard line.
So it would be a first down if the play stands. So offsetting penalties would not be bad for the Berries. They would take that. That would make it 2nd and 8 all over again. We'll wait and see what the officials discuss.
Face mask.
Face mask on Logansport. That is declined. A personal foul. A late hit. And they will take the 15-yard penalty.
That's tough.
Yep, it sure is. Again, what are they supposed to do if the guy continues to run and the whistle hasn't blown?
Yeah,
do you just let him keep running?
And there was no obvious late hit or anything like that.
So big mark-off after the play. Gets it all the way down to the Logansport 22-yard line with 9:18 to go. And the Wildcats, if they punch it in here, that could be lights out for the Berries, the way that, especially with the time being such an issue, down to 9 minutes to play. 9:15 actually. And still 20 seconds to go on the play clock, so the Wildcats don't have to snap it, and now we get a flag on the play. And we'll have to wait and see.
And it's a
sideline warning, perhaps.
It's a tough offense to create turnovers against because they're all tough. They all protect the ball and run inside. It's not like you get too many shots at them outside to strip the ball.
Right. We saw Grayson Long trying to calm down Shamari Giddings, so the penalty might be against him. Did you see what the offside?
Offside,
Thank you, Clay Scott. You saw it. I never did see a signal by the official.
Nope.
So Shamari Giddings must have perhaps was in the neutral zone. So 5-yard mark off. So back-to-back penalties. The Matt Lang penalty tracker now has 3 penalties for 29 yards for Logansport, 3 penalties for 30 yards for Kokomo, and the Wildcats have it 1st and 5. And now Name gets a pitch around the right side. He's got some running room, and he'll have a first down near the 10-yard line. So it could be a 1st and goal situation for the Wildcats.
And 3 runners over 50 yards.
Wow.
So nice balanced attack as we talked about.
And we do have a Kokomo player down. It might be Andrew Barker, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, Joe.
So this could be obviously there'll be an opportunity for both teams to catch their breath with 8:38 to go here in this 4th quarter. Kokomo on top 6-0, and they are knocking on the door. And what could be the knockout blow if they were able to put it in here. A 2-possession game at this time in the contest could be very difficult for the Berries to overcome. It just seems like the Wildcats have just kind of wore this Berries defense down, and that it started on that long drive to end the second quarter that ended in an Aaron Bow interception in the end zone. But that has taken its toll on this defense, I think, here in the second half.
Yeah, you figure they've been on the field 7-10 minutes at a time, 2 or 3 times tonight, and boy, that's tough. I mean, you got to give these guys credit for hanging on to a 6-0 game at this point.
So the Kokomo, it is
Barker.
It is Andrew Barker, the brother of the Kokomo quarterback, being helped off. It's always a good sign when a player can get off the field under his own power. Hopefully, not too serious. And the managers for Logansport took some water out there. The Berries got a chance to get hydrated and catch their breath. And here is the series of downs of the game. 1st and goal for Kokomo. Get a stop here. 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Story in motion. Now Barker on the option right. Cuts it inside. Has some running room inside the 5. Ball is loose. And looks like Logansport might have it.
We're celebrating.
Yep.
I hope. And we're still no call.
No, the officials said the Wildcats did recover it. Chris J. Renee, I think, was hoping that the Berries had recovered it. But the Wildcats recovered their fumble. 2nd and goal at the 3, and that could have been huge.
Wow.
So I would expect the rugby-style quarterback keeper that they have ran all night long.
Once or twice, however many times it takes at this point,
2nd and goal, so they've got 3 cracks at it now from the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Wildcats. Barker under center, Story in motion. They'll pitch it to Story. He's going to be stopped.
Yeah, big guy.
Just short of the goal line, but he breaks his way out of a couple of tackles, and he's into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown run. For Junior Story, it is 12-0 Kokomo with 7.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they're big back, and once he gets moving north and south, he's tough to stop.
Yep, no question about it. So just wonder how much mentally did that errant touchdown pass that went away that the Berries could have gotten at the very least a tie. You could sense that it took a little bit out of the crowd and perhaps took some of the Berries, but take nothing away from Kokomo. This is a very, very powerful team. Now they will go for 2 following that mixed extra point. So we'll see what the Wildcats come up with on this 2-point conversion. They will pitch it to Name around the right side, and he has got a wall of blockers, and he is in for a 2-point conversion. It is 14-0 Kokomo with 7:35 to go.
They are just physical. I mean, that's all I can say. There's nothing pretty about their offense.
No.
They just punish you.
So 7:35 to go. 14-0. Kokomo on top of Logansport. We saw the Berries open up the offense on that last drive, throwing it a lot. They're going to have to do that again. We do have a halftime score. LaVille 33, Pioneer 8. So the Lancers exacting some revenge for the Pioneer dominance. Although, as you said, Mark, LaVille always seemed to play the Panthers tough in football, and they're getting some revenge tonight, at least in that first half.
Yeah, that was whenever we would see LaVille, we would always say, well, they're going to play us as well as any.
The student section has not lost any of their enthusiasm. The cheerleaders have not either. So this game's not over. 7:35 to go. Berries down 2 scores, 14-0. But Mark, like you said, it's just that sledgehammer attack on offense. There's nothing pretty about it. But if you're a purist, a football purist, it is a thing of beauty the way that they have just pounded all night long, and they just slightly wore down this Logansport defense.
Yeah. And Logansport looking for a big play. Isaac Russell's been the guy tonight,
yep.
So maybe looking at him. And I like what you say about getting long the ball out in the flat somewhere, too. He can punish some people once he catches it.
No question about it. So kicking off will be Jackson Seifert Barnes, Ortiz, Chris J. Renee, Shamari Giddings back deep to receive this kick. But a long touchdown, a couple of long touchdown drives for the Wildcats here in the second half. They're on top 14-0. A good kickoff return would be huge for Logansport as they try to fight their way back into this game. Seifert Barnes will kick it away. A low line drive kick. It gets through Ortiz, and they'll have to come and field it at the 2-yard line. He might be hemmed in across the 10, across the 15. He's knocked down at the 16-yard line. And that was well done by Seifert Barnes.
It was, Joe. Very good job. It went right through one Barry's legs, I think. And boy, when you're pinned along a sideline and the end zone, that's tough.
I know Luis would have loved to have allowed that to go in the end zone, but I'm not sure it had enough momentum to carry.
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
I think he had no choice but to field it. So he did get as much as he could out of it at the 16-yard line. So that's only 4 yards worse than a touchback. So that could have been a whole lot worse the way that kick was done by Seifert Barnes. Logansport has it first down and 10 at their 16-yard line. 7:29 to go, fourth quarter. Kokomo 14, Logansport nothing. Berries need 2 scores here in the final 7.5 minutes. I'll hand off to Ortiz inside, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. Shane Spear on the stop. Carson Huffman also in on the stop.
Gave him about a foot.
Yeah. Second down and long for Logansport. Clock continues to run, and that's an opponent for the Berries just as much as the Wildcats right now. Down 14-0.
Well, little better spot.
Yeah, they gave him a pretty good spot, actually. Like several feet on that one, about a yard and a half.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Mark. I thought he may have gotten a foot, but the official obviously saw something different down there. So second down and 8 for Logansport. At the 18-yard line, Mock back to pass. Has pretty good protection. Puts it up for grabs for Grayson Long. He's going to have it overthrown. And actually, Reese Beard, the cornerback, was in better position.
Yeah, there's one where Long almost has to become a defender there.
And Long is going to ask to come out as he expended a lot of energy. Like you said, Mark, became a defensive back on that one as Beard nearly made the interception. Good news that incomplete pass does stop the clock with 6:40 to go, fourth quarter. 3rd and 8 for the Berries. Down 14-0. Nobody has left here at LMH Stadium, but these 2 second-half touchdowns by the Wildcats have taken a little bit of the the buzz out of the crowd.
I think Brock Myers in, I believe, at a tight end.
Yep, I think you're right. Now in motion. Now they set up the screen pass, and it is going to be intercepted as that was overthrown, and Kirby comes up with the interception. And credit the Wildcats with a great pass rush on Isaac Mock.
Yep.
On a screen pass, you want to let the defenders come in a little bit, but they came in a hurry, and Isaac was forced to throw it a little bit sooner than he wanted. And a big interception. We do have a flag on the play at the end. And now another flag. And now another flag. So
we're just dropping them just at random at this point. So that was a strange play, Joe, because you had Paisley, an offensive lineman, out there right where the ball was intercepted at the time, too.
So it could be illegal man downfield, perhaps. Maybe unnecessary roughness on the hit, as Isaac Mock did take a lick. But 3 flags are down. And 3 officials, so I'm guessing those are the 3 that threw flags and discussed. And I saw this. What'd you see? This is what I saw. And they're still trying to sort things out. They're pointing.
Well, I saw 3 different penalties on Purdue's defense on one play last night. So
these gentlemen may have been watching that game and said, "Hey, Lord, we can do that too." And now the referee, will come and talk to the side judge on the other side of the field. I'm not sure what that discussion is about.
No.
Because I don't think that gentleman threw a flag. Perhaps.
So weren't you watching? Don't you have any flags?
Yeah. That's one of the things that I'm not trying to criticize the officials. It's a tough job. But if you threw the flag, you obviously saw something. What's the discussion?
What did you see? Yeah, just call it.
It was illegal man downfield. Okay, that's what I saw. Cool. All right, now we're going to get an indication. Face mask on the Berries.
Against the Berries.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Kokomo. And unsportsmanlike conduct on Kokomo. So 2 unsportsmanlike conducts. So perhaps one of the unsportsmanlike cancels out with the face mask, and then the unsportsmanlike stands. We'll wait and sort it out.
Wow.
With 6:31 to go here in the 4th quarter, and the Berries trailing 14-0. So they spot the mark from the 9-yard line. So 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty will take him to the.
He's still walking.
So it's going to be 30 yards worth of penalties.
Wow.
But they're going to say it happened after the interception. So Kokomo will take over on offense in Logansport territory, but 30 yards further away at the 39-yard line. So 2 penalties on that play. So Kokomo had 30 yards in penalties prior to that play, 30 yards of penalties on that sequence. So they now have 5 penalties for 60 yards according to the Matt Lang penalty tracker. Logansport 3 penalties, 29 yards. So a well-officiated game. And perhaps that's what took so long, is there was a lot to discuss.
Yep.
What do we do with the 2 unsportsmanlike conducts? Plus you've got a change of possession that you had to deal with on the interception. So a lot to absorb. So all things considered, the officials took care of it in relatively quick order. As we are still less than 2 hours into this contest, 8:48 Eastern Daylight Time, in a game that started at 7 o'clock. It is already down to 6.5 minutes to play. And obviously a big set of downs for the Bears. They cannot, with this little time left, they cannot afford to give up any first downs to the Wildcats. Story will get the pitch around the right side, brings it up the middle, and he's inside the 35-yard line. He'll be stopped at the 34-yard line following a 4-yard carry.
Story 59 yards now. Name 51. Barker 69 and Kirby with 30. So and still we had a 23-yard run by Story. Other than that, it's just been a lot of pounding.
Yeah. After pitch to the right, and that running back just takes it up the middle. Name, Kirby, Story, and credit the offensive line as well. So 2nd down and 6 for Kokomo at the Logansport 34-yard line. Play clock all the way down to 4 seconds, so Kokomo doing a good job taking as much time off the clock in between plays. Name gets the handoff, and he's going to be stopped at around the 31-yard line. It will set up 3rd and short, 3rd and 2 for the Wildcats.
TK with the stop for your Berries.
Kokomo in no hurry to snap the ball, so they could have it under 5 minutes by the time they have to snap this 3rd down situation. 3rd and a long 2 for the Wildcats. And Barker still on the sidelines. Actually, that is Andrew Barker, who was injured earlier, back in there, so that's good news. He'll relay the play. Said to give the play call to big brother. I guess it's the older brother because he's 4 inches taller than his his older brother. Third down and 3. And Barker will keep it himself, and he'll have the first down.
Boy, and a lot of that was just on his own right there. We've seen him get a lot of help with the push tonight. But that was
4 seconds to play in the fourth quarter, and for the first time we see a few of the fans make their way towards the exits. They had high hopes that they would break this 14-game losing streak against the Wildcats. And a couple of plays could have gone, had they gone the other way for the Berries, we could be looking at a totally different outcome, but credit the Wildcats. Now they're going to let the clock run all the way down and take a timeout with 4:24 to go, fourth quarter, and a 14-0 lead for the Wildcats.
Good to see. You had a very involved student section. You had a very good crowd overall tonight. Clay doing his job, keeping them pumped up, keeping them into it. And
weather next Friday night for homecoming. Looking at the Hunter Simpson's exclusive Al Gore AccuWeather forecast. 81 for a high next Friday with a 30% chance of thunder showers. So a night weather very similar to tonight, minus the rain next week, and hopefully that will change and the rain will hold off. But should be great weather for homecoming next Friday night. And the last home game for a while for the Berries. They will not return to the home field until October the 7th after next Friday night. So hopefully we can get a crowd as big, if not bigger, than what we had tonight. And they were fired up and they were excited. But Kokomo just slightly better than the Berries tonight, and it showed on the scoreboard, up 14-0.
Kokomo, again, I will say it's not a fun offense to watch. It's not high flying. It's not, but you got to admire guys buying into that type of offense. I mean, you got guys that are tight ends and receivers. I don't want to go out there and just block.
Right.
Okay, you don't want to play then.
Exactly. Now we got a flag on the play as this is going to be a possible touchdown for the Wildcats inside the 5 into the end zone for a touchdown to Jackson Seifert Barnes. That flag was thrown right away, though, by the side judge, and he's not going anywhere. So based on his positioning on the field, it could be against Kokomo. We'll have to wait and let them sort things out. It's Jackson Seifert Barnes with a 27-yard touchdown run if the play stands.
Yeah, his first carry of the night, unless I missed one at some point. But again, we got another conference.
We get a personal foul on Kokomo.
Wow.
Personal foul against Kokomo.
That's interesting. I did not see that. It was nothing obvious to us anyway.
No, not at all.
You got an offensive lineman that's not very happy about it. So I assume it's probably who it was
Dakota
on.
Gunter, 6'4", 280-pound senior.
Huh.
As he had a discussion with the official, and that's usually a telltale sign that the flag was against you.
Yeah.
Not sure what he did because that flag was thrown as soon as the ball was snapped, basically. So he did something on that block.
Following the 15-yard.
Back to the 42-yard line after all that.
Logansport 42.
So 1st and 27 for the Wildcats following that 15-yard penalty. The clock does stop on the penalty, so 4:15 to go. So the Bears still alive, but barely, as they are quickly running out of time. Story in motion to the right. Gets the pitcher on the right side, and he's got a wall of blockers. He's inside the 25, inside the 20, all the way down to the 18-yard line.
Story is the guy that can just really wear you down, and he's got some pretty good wheels too.
Yes, he sure does. So 26 yards in that 1st and 27. 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats.
$85 yards on the night now for Story.
Wow. So 2nd down and a yard with 3:33 to play. In this fourth quarter, Kokomo on top 14-0. Now name in motion. Snap was bobbled by Barker. He was able to fall on it, a loss of about a half yard. Back to the 19-yard line. So 3rd down and a yard for the Wildcats. Clock continues to run. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Berries do have all 3 of their timeouts left. So we'll see what the Wildcats can come up with. On this third and short, 3rd down and 2 at the 19-yard line. Still 10 seconds to go on the play clock. So Barker doing a nice job draining valuable seconds off the clock. Quarterback keeper, he eludes a couple of Berry tacklers, and he'll have a first down to the 15-yard line. And another Kokomo first down, as they have just this ground and pound attack has just slowly but surely wore this Berry's defense down. And the plays that Logansport was making in the first quarter and a half, just not there here since that long drive in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's a tough offense to play against, and it's a tough offense to play against when you get down a couple scores.
No question about it.
And again, we were this close to changing that.
Absolutely.
It just didn't happen.
So a new set of downs for the Wildcats. First down and 10. 2:22 to go, fourth quarter. Kokomo on top, 14-0. In motion now is Name, who gets the pitch around the right side. Inside the 10, down to the 5. Another first down for the Wildcats. And we saw the slow but sure wearing down to this Bears defense, and that has accelerated here as we're getting closer and closer to the end of this contest.
First and goal from the 5-yard line.
So after the chains have been reset, the clock has started. 2 minutes to go, so the Wildcats will improve to 3-0 on the season, 1-0 in the conference, and their 15th straight win of the Berries. Logansport will fall to 2-1, 0-1 in the conference. But no time to feel sorry for themselves. They've got a 6A opponent coming in next. The right side, he is going to be tackled short of the end zone. They'll mark him at the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on that first down carry. Down to a minute and a half to play here in our fourth quarter. A scoreless first half.
Second and goal from the 3-yard
Kokomo
line.
with 6 points in the third, 8 in the fourth, and they lead 14-0.
I'll give that Berry defense credit, Joe. They've been just pounded.
Oh, yeah.
They're hanging in there and making this tough on them here.
No question about it. And Barker doing a great job as he has let valuable seconds drain off that clock in between plays. They're snapping the football with less than 5 seconds to go on the play clock, doing a great job of running just short of the goal line. Mark him at the 1-yard line.
Barker on the keeper.
It will be 3rd down and goal. Down to 40 seconds to go. Kokomo will have to run at least one more play as the play clock and the game clock 13 seconds in difference. 3rd and goal for the Wildcats. They have it at the 2-yard line. Up 14-0. Looks like it's victory formation for the Wildcats, and they will take a knee, and that's some classy sportsmanship by the Wildcats. They could eat some shaking of the hands, some mutual respect. The Wildcats, they know they were in a dogfight tonight. And the Berries, just a couple plays gone differently. Could have been an entirely different contest. So that will do it. Our final score: Kokomo 14, Logansport nothing. We'll step aside for a break. When we return, we'll have our postgame show live from Logansport.
Kokomo 14. Your Berries 0.
Can you hit those lights, please, Joe, if that's what that is? Hey.
Logansport will next be in action when they host Arsenal Tech for another North Central Conference matchup right here at Logansport Memorial Hospital Stadium next Friday night. That game is also homecoming for Logansport. There will be several food trucks and other events in McCord's parking lot prior to the game, sponsored by the Berry Boosters. Again, Matt Jones, principal of Logansport.
Thank you very much, Alan James. Joe Stetz alongside Mark Thomas. Mark in for the vacationing Dave Packard, who has some well-earned R&R time with the family for a long weekend. So thanks for Mark for filling in. We saw ourselves a heck of a defensive battle. Scoreless first half. Kokomo with that long drive to end the second quarter. That Aaron Bow an interception late in the second quarter. So even though it did not yield any points for the Wildcats, it did it really put some wear and tear on that Logansport defense, and they were just a different team defensively in that second half. I think that really took a lot of the steam out of the Berries on that long drive. And Kokomo with 2 long touchdown drives in the second half. An 88-yard touchdown drive to start the third quarter. Evan Barker, a 2-yard run for a touchdown. The point after was no good. The Wildcats led 6-0. And then in the fourth quarter, a 63-yard touchdown drive capped off by a 3-yard touchdown run from Junior Story. 2-point conversion was good, making it 14-0. In between those 2 touchdowns, the Berries did have a very good drive. They opened up the passing game, got some good plays. And on 4th and 5, Isaac Russell was wide open in the end zone. Isaac Mock just slightly overthrew him. Had that connected, and Humberto Baez made the extra point. The Bears would have had a 7-6 lead, and who knows what might have happened. But unfortunately, as the famous cliche in football is a game of inches, and the Bears were just a few inches away from what could have been a big win for them. But they fall to 2-1 on the season, 0-1 in the North Central Conference. Kokomo 3-0, 1-0 in conference play. They improve now to their last 15 wins against the Bears. So it's still 2006 was the last time Logansport knocked off Kokomo. A 35-6 win on that night. As Coach Johnson with a long discussion with his squad. We will step aside for a break. When we return, we'll hopefully have a chance to talk with Coach Johnson. Once again, our final score. Kokomo 14, Logansport nothing. There's more to come. Live from Logansport.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's set football back a long time, that game. Oh. All right. 21 for 23. 3 for 9, 76. 2 for 68. 1 for 8, CP. Oh, God.
I like him.
Mr. Shannon, how are you?
That's one of the funniest dudes I know.
He's
always
coached him in Babe Ruth baseball.
Did you really?
Could not play a lick. I would not take anybody better than that kid on my team. He was great. Just hilarious. If you would have told me he would grow up and be a sheriff, I would have laughed. Oh, good guy.
Thank you very much, Alan James. Welcome back to LMH Stadium as we are wrapping things up from this North Central Conference Open for the Bears, and Coach Mike Johnson has made his way up to our broadcast booth, and we brought an old friend for you, Coach.
Yeah, I didn't help, Mike. Sorry.
Like a kiss of death.
So, Coach, not too many 0-0 halftime games that you've been involved in over the years. Defense was outstanding for both squads in that first half.
Yeah, and they were. I mean, their defense was real good throughout the entire ball game. So, but we knew that the Colbys have that tradition, you know. And their father Ron, longtime coach, defensive coach. So they were well prepared, man. They're well prepared and really shut us down, gave us fits. And too bad we couldn't move the ball at all, help out our defense. But our defense played well. particularly the first half, and even the second half, I thought, played well and just wore down, really. And it's tough facing that offense. Most teams, and I told our guys, I was proud of them. They gave a great effort over there. But to face that, it's relentless. It's just time after time after time, and you got to be willing to do that. And a lot of young people do not want to do that. They want to throw and catch. It's a little easier, right? And it's a little more athletic as opposed to having to bang it in there, every down. So hats off to our guys. I thought we didn't roll over, and we see a lot of teams defensively roll over against these guys.
And I loved what the adjustments you made at halftime as you were struggling with the running game. You opened up the passing game in that drive, and you were inches away from a scoring, perhaps go-ahead touchdown.
We had a guy open, just kind of overshot him there, had a chance, who knows what at that point, you score and then kick a PAT, got the lead, but unfortunately didn't. But we're going to use this as a learning opportunity, and we told our guys that. We got to, we can either go one way, we can either get better or we can get better. So let's 5 for a reason. They're highly, moved down from 5A to 4A. So, Coach Colby, when he crossed the field, said, hey, let's meet week 13, which was what it would be. So
Mark,
you talked about how relentless they are. I thought defense was great. You just keep getting pounded, and you figure you're going to wear down, but they hung in there till the end on defense, Coach.
Yeah, and they could have easily, like I said, we see a lot of teams against this. They do roll over, but our guys did, and Diego Paisley up front, and Jesus Alanis, and Scotty Barron, and we rotated a lot of guys in there, Andrew McGee and Chris Anthony, and it's just they were outweighed, but and then Grayson Long and those guys and those linebackers constantly have to fly around there, and their offense is so good because they get so many people at the point of attack, you can't get enough bodies to stop them. So, but they're well coached, and that's why they're highly ranked, and that's why they're a good football team.
A great atmosphere here tonight. The student section was great. The stands were great. Hopefully can replicate that for homecoming next week.
That's right. Yep. Arsenal Tech coming to town. So, we got a 3-day weekend here. We'll kind of try to heal from this. I guarantee our guys are going to be sore and a little tired. So we'll give them Monday off like we traditionally do. So hopefully they'll get healed and get ready to go against, I'm sure an athletic Arsenal Tech team.
Well, Coach, we don't want to keep you any longer. We want you to enjoy your long weekend as well. So, as always, we appreciate your time,
it, guys.
And we will talk to you next Friday night.
Thanks for your coverage.
Coach Mike Johnson of the Logansport Berries disappointed, but like you said, Mark, they're ranked number 5 in 4A for a reason. They're going to win a lot of football games this year.
Yep, that's for sure. Well, you ready for some numbers?
Absolutely.
All right. Again, it was not pretty, but it's winning football for Kokomo, and you got to give them credit for that. 55 rushes, 257 yards. Leading the way was Evan Barker, the quarterback, 74 yards on 22 carries. Oh, I'm sorry. He was actually second, but he did have 74 yards and a touchdown. Story led them with 88 on 14 carries and a touchdown. Name with 65 on 13, and Kirby with 30 yards. A 6-yard catch, and Barnes with a 4-yard catch. 257 on the ground, 10 through the air, 267 total yards for Kokomo. For the Berries, again, it was tough moving the ball. 21 rushes for a total of 23 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, leading the way, Luis Ortiz, 21 on 8, but we had a lot of losses after that. But he talked about Isaac Mock. At just a matter of inches, he would have had a couple more big gains, but ended up 3 of 9, 76 yards, no touchdowns, and the interception. 23 on the ground, 76 through the air for a total of 99. Catching those passes, Russell caught 2 big ones, one off the fake punt. Ended up 2 catches for 68 yards, and Renee with the other one, nice little catch and run for 8 yards. So, got to be proud of the defense tonight, though.
Oh, no question about it. And that stat that jumps out at me, Mark, 55 carries for 257 yards.
Yeah.
Our colleague and good friend Dick Farr texted and said that's 4.7 yards per carry. So just think about that. 55 carries at 4.7, just methodical, bit by bit, inch by inch, moving it down the field. To me, that what makes what Logan's defense did even more impressive with 55 sledgehammers.
Amazing. And how many of those plays were your quarterback up the middle where it's just, like I say, it's a rugby match in there, and you're just getting beat on for – it might be 15 seconds of that going on in there. But, no, very proud of the defense tonight.
All right, well, that will do it, Mark. We greatly appreciate you stepping in. Dave didn't want to leave me hanging. I said, well, family comes first. Let me see if our old friend Mark is available. And we were thrilled that you were available. And Dave was very, very thankful that you allowed him some time with his family this weekend.
I'm glad to do it, Joe. Enjoyed it.
All right, well, thank you again, Mark. So that will do it. Once again, our final score, Kokomo 14, Logansport nothing. Our next broadcast on AM 1230, FM 94.9, WSAL will be next Friday night. Homecoming from We'll be on the air with Mike Anderson, Auto Group pregame show at about 6:45. Special thanks, as always, to our chief meteorologist and engineer, Hunter Simpson, for her outstanding work. We'll give you a few minutes early on a Friday. Normally we're here much longer, Hunter, but thank you, as always, for your great work. And again, thank you for Mark Thomas for filling in for Dave Packer. So for Hunter Simpson and Mark Thomas, this is Joe Stetz wishing you a fabulous Football Friday. Thank you, Hunter. You're the best. Next Friday will be a whole lot longer because Tech throws the ball. There's incomplete passes. So we ain't going to be out of here at 9 o'clock next Friday. I can promise you. But thank you. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Let's see.